Because the question's not out there for the public. So what was your answer?
My answer was when we commit to something, even if it's not like paying or whatever, if you're committed to it and you want to do it, you're gonna do it right, and that's in all aspects. Showing up on time, just everything you would do professionally for a job that you want to keep. You do the same thing for a friend you want to keep, a spouse, all that. So that's just pretty much what I said.
Yeah. See, that was my thought because I'm assuming I ain't never been able to say, well, you got something going with me, so you don't go do something with somebody else, or I would never. I bet I wouldn't be able to get that done. I bet I wouldn't say you were already doing something somewhere else, but I need you to do this for me. Because I think I would have told a person I have prior commitments. I can do it up until this time.
I mean, that's how I am. I don't I think you remember I do a Bible read for an hour before this show. And so I
Mhm.
tried not to run into 9 o'clock, but my Bible read is every Tuesday. And so I try not to run over. And then I also have a class. And so I'm just like, I do things a week in advance for my class so that I won't have to be late for Tuesday anymore because I was showing up late.
I mean, it happened. Hey, if you got something going on in the background, don't worry about it. Get that thing off that, whatever that thing is that's doing that thing. Yeah, we having all kinds of other things in the background. What's up? Why is that stuff on? What is that? Yes, that's you, CJ.
My bad, Tommy. My bad.
Fuck. What the fuck, man?
I thought my mic was on my on this mic, but it was on my other mic. My bad, Tommy.
That's okay. I think I gotta start having like a little rule anyway. I'm gonna start having like the rule of we should be here. Why are we doing it if we cannot be on time? So I applaud you, CJ and Lyric and Corey, for being here. I will try my best as well, even though I had to eat, kick my dog, and everything else. I came at 9. And I had to make the little picture thing, which I'm getting actually pretty good at, I think. So I like those. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Turn Up Tuesdays. I'm Tommy Sotomayor, and I have my distinguished guests right here who are live with me because they are on time. Rojas said he's sorry that he missed my show earlier. Don DeMarco says, hey, I don't know if that's true, Don DeMarco. I'm not going to let you say what you just said unless you put it on a Rumble rant. Then you can say whatever the fuck you want. I will read it. I will read it. What's up, sassy girl? What's up, DBish29? What's up, Lyric Speaks and Corey? I see y'all are chilling in the building. Corey, I see you got you. I like the photos and stuff you got there.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's a plaque from military service. Of course, that's the Marine Corps on top of Mount Suribachi. And then, if you can see, that's actually an article of when I was over in Iraq and the first two in 2003. So that was we had a photographer and a news reporter that was embedded with our unit. They took over like 2,000 pictures, and so those memories kind of live on, and being cool with the brothers. And I think he put them on disc, and I took them to the reunion that we had, and we were able to actually chill out and just reminisce and whatnot. And it was good to have something that was documented instead of just memories and whatnot.
Nice. I like it. Well, Patron Kang 76, he told me to take a shot, and I will. And Jimmy E. Johnson says, what's going on, folks? Let me ask you, Miss Lyric, how you doing?
Say it again, Tommy.
I said, how you doing? Are you busy?
I was feeding my mom, but I'm done now. I'm sorry.
I cannot be upset about that. That's just when I was like, ooh, you ain't throwing the ball, realize there's nobody at the plate.
She is waving. So she says hello to you.
Till I said,
She can hear you. She's all smiles.
Nice.
So, but I'm doing well. I think that it has been a good Tuesday. I was enjoying the sun here. So I'm doing great. And I think Corey's bragging, but what a great brag.
I know.
Congratulations. Like, what a great brag. That's lovely.
It is. It's a wonderful one. And I do want to say,
Thank you.
TDK said, adding some color to the chat. Matt, I missed the X-Men discussion on Saturday show. Now I got to ask you, CJ.
Yes, sir.
Should I send you a belt?
I think I deserve a belt, Tommy. The whoopers I was putting on them the other week,
No.
I can't stop watching it.
That literally was a one-time win. Like maybe he ate some good Cheerios that morning.
Let me tell you something, there. You don't know about me.
No belt, no belt, no sir.
Yeah, no. Okay.
That was a good win, but nigga was hitting off the tee. Go ahead.
Right.
Hey,
I'm gonna let my work speak for itself.
yeah, they said it. They said it's a fluke now. They said it's a fluke.
They can say whatever they want, Tommy.
What you? Oh shit! Who did that? I knocked it off. I messed up something. Who? They said it's a fluke. What you gonna do about that? What you gonna do?
I'm showing that it's not a fluke. I'm gonna show them that these ass whoopings is coming consistently.
Shook up the world.
Oh wow, he said
Consistent ass
consistently.
whoopings.
CJ got a fan club out there in the comment section. I like it. They say Patron
Good
King,
enunciation,
put
CJ.
Jimmy in timeout.
I thought
Patron King said, "How much to put Jimmy in timeout?" Well, because Jimmy, my boy, is gonna take 100 to put Jimmy in timeout. Because Jimmy always putting some color in the chat. Mike says, "What's up, Tommy? You and Cap still doing the live show on the Beltline? We're trying to get it set up now. I think it may be in August. We're not sure if it's going to be on the Beltline or not. Well, I think we're looking for the first week of August. Looking for the first week of Augusto. Somebody look at that. Look at that, CJ."
I'll be vice president, my brother. I'll let Tommy for president. So
Bombay, CJ. CJ got a fan club. I told y'all. CJ got a fan club. Hey, I like it. If you do well here, the people show you love. If you do well here, the people show you love. They respect the fact that we had great discussions. Brian, how you doing, brother?
Man, I am doing fantastic, my brother. How y'all doing, man?
Doing all right, man. Hey, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put something on the screen, and I would like your opinion about this, Brian. What's your opinion on that?
I hope the Sixers sign CJ and what? Hey,
that is free agency.
Right, that's a Sixers fan that's desperate for that motherfucking win, boy. They want to get to that glory once again.
He said, "I hope they sign LeBron and CJ."
And CJ. He said CJ first and then LeBron.
I appreciate all the people, man. I appreciate all my fans out there. Whatever y'all want to call yourself, man.
Well deserved, CJ. Well deserved, man. Enjoy yourself, doctor. Enjoy yourself.
God,
nigga said sign CJ and LeBron.
And LeBron. They going all the way.
Philadelphia around, yes. They
going all the way. They sign CJ and LeBron. They are going.
Look, Jimmy always was kicking me before I could start cooking, man. That's what was happening, Tommy. I said,
"Hey, but look what happened to Jimmy now. Look at the screen.
I see they on Jimmy top right now. No,
Jimmy.
I appreciate Jimmy for supporting.
Jimmy, they put you in timeout, Jimmy. My man, Patron King, done put $100 on it.
I suggest y'all let that sleeping giant lie.
Timeout So the only way for you to get out of this in timeout, CJ went from tip agency to full-time job on that Tuesday show, says Mike.
Hey, if Jimmy put some bounties on me, the people might bring me back up now.
I don't know, Jimmy got soul.
That's very true, CJ.
Try it, Jimmy, if you want to. Try it.
Yes, they might bring you right back.
He got round.
I can't believe somebody on Jimmy like that. Jimmy.
I don't know. I don't want to.
Jimmy, I had to mute you. Jimmy. You could get unmuted.
Damn, Jimmy.
I had never seen that. I'd never seen somebody mute a person in the comment section.
I don't know. I guess y'all ain't seen what happened with Japan did to the U.S. What the U.S. did, boy. Y'all get the B-52 bombers out here.
CJ got an entire fan club. This is pretty damn cool. No, you did do it. Look at that. It says CJ is humble. He said he'll be the sixth man. He is. He said when you said for president, he said he'll be the vice president. Who would be the president?
I said you would. My boy Tommy, man. I'll take Mike.
CJ.
I learned all my skills from the GOAT right here, man.
He said, "Oh, stop it."
Yeah. Oh.
That's why he has a fan club, because he's a sweetheart.
He is.
I'm not a sweetheart, Lyric. I'm not a sweetheart.
What's wrong with being a sweetheart?
That's what I'm not.
All right. What's wrong with being a sweetheart?
I don't know. I think it was a look. It was a look for everything. He was like, "I'm not a sweetheart." I'm like,
I don't understand what's wrong with being a sweetheart.
Savage Hulk. Nigga, say this nigga that took out Thanos, he done took out Dr. Doom. One show in about a good solid 8 minutes. This nigga that took out Dr. Doom.
Oh
my God. Brainiac.
Wow.
Did he get all the stones and go?
Super villain on Marvel and DC.
I'm gonna leave and come back and Brian.
Wow.
Listen, I'm quite impressed, and I appreciate it.
Robotnik,
CJ Robotnik, Lord Jehovah Jireh, Lord Jehovah Jireh.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How you been doing, brother? You been all right, man?
I have. I've been pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a little bothered right now, though. I am.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Bothered by what?
What we had talked about, because I went on the dude show and was nice to the dude. He then told me, I think I'm gonna start doing panel shows. Would you mind me coming? Would you mind coming on my first show? I said, sure, I'll come on your show. So I came on his show. He then sent me a message a few weeks ago and asked me, what day is it that you do your show? I was like, I already told you, every Tuesday at 9. That was the last contact I had from him. And then Melanin hit me up a few days ago and said, this dude named Ask a Brother, Jeff St. James, asked me to be on his panel show on Tuesday. And as soon as I'm done, it should be over by the time our show starts. Just want you to know. And so I sent her a message and said, do you know this man literally asked me 3 weeks ago, when do I do my show and what time do I do my show? He said, oh, that's messed up. Can't believe he would do that. Yes. So that was the end of that. That was over with. And then, like I said, currently right now, as my show starts at 9, she's sitting right there on his panel right now. So at first I had asked her behind the stove, but I know, Brian, you'll be honest with me. How should I feel about this, Brian? And I'll let the audience answer the question too. How should I feel about this? Just if everything's out in the open, let everything be out in the open. How should I feel about that? On both counts.
When people show you who they are, believe. there's there's business and there's relationships, and the way that you conduct your business and the way that you maintain and build your relationships, it's all about who you are as a person, and the decisions that you make are usually based on those things. So which one is more important to you?
Yep. Because I know me, if this is something I'm supposed to be doing, this is my first thing. Like if somebody else says you want to come through, and it would have been me, I would have said, well, I can come do it, but at 9 I got to leave. That just would have been me. But you never know. Everybody don't do things the way you do it. But I will say I will know this for a fact. I don't think, well, I say the fact, then I say I don't think. This is how I feel strongly. I don't think I would have been able to pull the same move.
Cut from a different cloth.
Yeah, because I don't think I would have been able to say, hey, I know you do this show, Ladies Night with Fatty on this day, but I want you to come do this with me. And she just said, okay, I'll do it with you. I'll go there when you finish. One, I don't think it would have happened, but two, I would have never asked.
Right.
I know what you have to do on this day. Why would I ask?
Yeah.
He knew what I was doing. He asked me, when do I do my show? I told him when I did my show. Why would he didn't do his?
Yeah.
So
that is
go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. And that is what, when it comes down to saying, hey, what's the most important thing to you? That's how that goes.
And that's what I was going to say, Brian. Sometimes it only takes one small rebuke or correction to get somebody right. And so I do think the relationship that you guys have developed, like that rebuke that you give her or whatever you have to say is going to sink in. And then if it doesn't, then you go back to what Brian says. When a person shows you who they are, believe it. And I do think that you have a problem with that. You have a problem with people showing you who they are, and you want to give second chances because your heart is big. And that's okay, because I'm there too. But we have to believe who people tell us they are.
Yeah. And it's like, even with me, I know for me, biggest thing, you talking like, if I was fucking RoboCop, my core directives, one of my biggest things is loyalty over everything. That's just how I'm wired. I'm wired LOE. Not to say that I may not make mistakes, but I'm just wired that way. So it's like, that's a place in where my core and who I am as a man, that's where I function from. So a lot of decisions that I've made and will make, that's a huge part of it. And so I take pride in that as one of my core principles as a man. That's just how I move and how I operate. So it's like, we can have issues and we can have disputes and all of that good stuff, but at the end of the day, what it comes down to for me is loyalty over everything.
Now I did see, and I didn't notice it when I was live, but somebody told me, they said that my review last night wasn't going over very well with her, and that she was in the comment section going off. But I guess before I saw it, they said she was deleting it. So I don't know exactly what she was saying, but I don't know if any of you guys saw my review. Do you think I did something wrong?
I saw your review. I watched it twice because I wanted to get everything you were saying. I think I sent you a message about it. I think that if I was the one debating, I think the problem with Hurt Feelings, the portion that would have came in, if she found offense in it, is when you said the conversation turned stupid, and then she wasn't very knowing of certain things, and they did mispronounce a lot of words. But even still with that, I do think that it was still just a learning process, and everything is not about our feelings, right? Like, you can talk to your friend and say, hey, I was offended, but I get it. So.
Yeah, I think that it was because of, and this, I guess because I know you, so it's like I know where you were coming from. You were coming from that whole critique of that debate was from a coaching standpoint. It's like a coach watching game film on Monday. That's where it was coming from. So it wasn't, if she took offense to it, and I don't know if she did or not, but I'm just saying if she did, then it was the literal sense in how you critiqued it, as opposed to, it wasn't an attack on her. It was looking at the game film. And when it's like, when you look at the game film, no matter who you are, and I saw a fucking video about LT today, dog, I almost sent it to you, but it was fucking hilarious. He was literally like, you see ball, go get ball. I said, this dumb motherfucker. But that's another conversation. But I think that he was just looking at the game film and critiqued it as such. It wasn't a personal attack. It was the overall, and I think the biggest failure in that was just the lack of moderation. It allowed
the moderator fucked that up.
completely go off the rails. And you see that in debates when you have terrible moderators, how it just fucks up the debate and nothing really gets debated, and there's no real way to to judge it one way or the other because it was just so horribly moderated. So it was like, I think that's when what I saw from it. If I was critiquing it, I wouldn't have said exactly what you said, but I would have said a whole lot of what the fuck you said, because that's what I saw in it. You couldn't get through to the point. You couldn't make any points because it was just shit being made up, being said. And it was like letting that go that killed the debate. It killed the debate.
Well, one thing, I talked to her last night. She said she didn't mind what you were saying. We was talking because she was mad at me about a comment I made. So
what comment did you make? And hold on a second. Let me read what Pause on Tyler said, because I said what people write if they pay for it. I read it. Melanin couldn't take laughing at her on the last show with CJ. She ain't loyal. She's Team Fatty Coleon, the Untouchables overlord. And then we have Patron Kang says, at work, let me know if Jimmy come back. He going back in the corner. Jimmy can come back. Jimmy can speak. I think Jimmy should be able to speak by now. I'm not really sure. Where you at, Jimmy? Go ahead. What was you saying?
So she was mad because when I was watching the debate, I agree. It sounds like I'm always agreeing with you, but I wrote something in the comment. I think I put hoes, calling other women hoes. It's crazy, yeah. But I was more directed into the dark skinned girl, not Melanin herself. Feel me?
Why did you say, whoa? Why did you say that?
Because I was directed to the dark skinned girl. But she didn't. Yeah, she.
I'm gonna need you to explain this, sir. Why did you say that?
Because the dark. She would call it. They was calling. Who they was calling? What was the debate about? Who was it about? They was calling one of the girls a hoe, and I said that. I made that comment. But
you gotta still tell me why. Not that they were just doing it. It couldn't have just been.
I knew the girl was a hoe, man. She a hoe.
But how?
But she called her
a hoe when you a hoe. But
you're talking about when they were calling Trump's wife a hoe, and then in turn called them hoes?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that they called each other hoes in
no, they were calling Donald Trump. They were. Melanin's here, so I will ask the question. I'll ask the question. Melon, let me ask you something. When CJ said this comment, what was your response? Because they were telling me that you had that y'all, I guess y'all have been saying something was going on, and that then there was comments and then comments that were removed. This comment he made, why did you take it when he said it?
You said, how did I take it?
Yeah, when he said,
I was offended, but I was offended because I sit with CJ. So, well, he said he was saying it just in general and not personal because we spoke to one another. But
what did you mean in general then? I need to know what he meant. What is in general? What's
I was talking about the other girl more than Melanin. But I
more than doesn't mean, hold on. If I hit you, if I was trying to hit you more than I was trying to hit the person behind you, and I hit you both, was I not still trying to hit both of y'all? I just wanted to hurt them more?
That's a fact. But
well, let's have the conversation. Let's have the conversation. I'm gonna go, Melanin. First off, let me ask you, because we were talking beforehand, and I must admit, I was a bit hurt by two things, and I had told you one of them before the show when he asked. St. James asked me to interview me when he was first doing interviews. I did it for him. He then asked me to be a part of his first panel show, which was on like a Monday. He had asked me when I was supposed to be doing my show. I did it. He then asked me, when do you normally do your shows? This is after I had already told him and said, you have a free invite. Pretended that maybe he was busy. I told him Tuesdays at 9. Fast forward, you told me, hey, I'm going to be on his show, but his show should be over by 9. I sent you the message and said, I still think it's kind of ugly that he would ask me when I'm supposed to be doing my show and then do the show on the exact same day. When the first time he did it on Monday. But cool. The 9 came, and people in my comment were saying, Melon is over there. So I was hurt by the fact that, one, this is just me, how I roll. I can promise you if I tell you every Tuesday night I'm going to be here with you at 10, I would not book something at 10. Every Tuesday I would not. It's just my thing. My mama could ask me if I go do something. If even that was the case, she was like, can you come do, especially if she said, can you do my show? Well, no, I already got one. Can you do it at another time? Especially if you're just starting it. But on this evening, this man does this show. He asked me when my show is. I would have assumed even if you were to do his show at 9 o'clock, the show, hey, bro, I got to go because I already have a previous appointment that I've been doing for months now. But instead, I start the show. And everybody's saying, well, what happened? Mel must have fell out with Tommy. She's over there. She's not here. I can't explain it. I can't. Because I would have, for you or anyone else, this is just me, business-wise. If we do XYZ, if me and Brian were doing, I'm sure Brian would feel the same way. If every Tuesday we were doing The Guru and the Whore at 9, and he saw me over on Cap Show at 9, and I'm finishing this off, he'd probably be a little, and I have 2 reasons to be. Because one, I helped St. James, and he knows. I don't know why he would have done it. I then ask, you tell me, how should I look at it? How should I view it? Just a question.
Can I say one more thing before Melanie go? Because I don't want her to think I was exposing our conversation from last night. I was going to say she appreciated you reviewing her video. And she was going to try to come up here, and I told her she probably shouldn't, just let you handle it. So that's what happened. So I don't think she was trying kind of against you by doing the review.
No, we're not getting to that. I'm just dealing with the first part of it. Dealing with the first part. That is second. That's something else. That is not even the case. I remember. I think I talked to her after the show. I said, this is what I said. I said we'll come up and discuss it. But I'm asking about that though.
Okay. So I feel that you are, the way you're interpreting the situation with all of the information provided, I think the way that you feel in regards to it is valid. If it used to be on Monday and now it's on Tuesdays, that would definitely raise a red flag in my thought process as well. I will take ownership of being late because I think he gave me like a reminder, like 5 minutes before the clock, but I was engaging in the conversation with the women, and we were talking about, it was one woman specifically, we were talking about how she was a single mother household raising sons. And it intrigued me. So I engaged further in a nice back and forth with her. But I guess to sum it up, the subject that we were in, it was something that I wanted to finish diving in. So I take full responsibility for being late.
Second off, the review. Did you get a chance to go back and look at, first off, your own debate with that woman?
So I didn't watch it until you were reviewing it because myself, I didn't like my performance, what I did. You know what I'm saying? I've had a couple of them prior. I'm not a big debater or anything like that, but just compared to the other conversations that I've had when it's one-on-one with the woman, I didn't like what I did. So I was just going to let, a week from now or something, days from now, it won't even be relevant. So I wasn't going to go back and watch it, because I knew I didn't like my performance off top. But then you reviewed it, so I tuned in. I couldn't stand my performance even more while you were reviewing it. Quickly, is it irreconcilable? Is that the word?
Yes.
Oh shit!
It's like
okay.
irresponsible. Yes, like irreconcilable, irresponsible. English.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I always tell people English is undefeated. It'll whoop everybody's ass. Everybody gonna get beat up by it. It just is these words flip back and forth. I don't even know what the exact rule is. It's just something you gotta know. Oh shit, Jimmy put 3. Oh wait a minute. Jimmy
it wasn't to kick me, right?
No, not yet. Jimmy put 300 on it though. And he said driving home, can't type, 2 shots Tommy, 2 shots relationship rehab, and he bought his way out of being banned in the comments. What is not banned? What's the other word when it's not banned? What's it called? Timed out.
Timed out.
He was timed out.
Around and brought Thanos back. Y'all fucked around.
Stop fucking with Jimmy in his wallet.
Y'all fucking with Jimmy.
Now you done called out. You called out Jimmy. Now Jimmy done showed up. Now you got to see what you gonna do. Jimmy's the only.
Jimmy here now. Jimmy here now.
Right here. Here now. You called out. You called out Jimmy.
This ain't what you want.
Kamaya. How you doing, dear?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
2 shots. Here go my second one, Jimmy.
Also, I didn't realize you wanted me to read it. Like when I was just reading off the names, but I didn't realize in your.
Well, you know it because I said, tell him.
No, when I read it, but I didn't read that part of the message when I was reading off the names, like because people say stuff all the time. So, but you taught me that as well. I'm like, oh dang, that might actually be bad etiquette that I don't read what people say because people be saying stuff. And most of the time, even when I don't usually have like the Cash App up, and that might be bad as well. Or I apologize. I don't want anyone.
Well, not that. Let me tell you what it is. That's a good way to get more money. If people know, it's like I call it the Ron Burgundy effect. If they know you'll read whatever they pay for, look at Blanche up there laughing. If they know you will read whatever they pay for, you know what they'll start doing.
Right.
I learned something new. I promise.
Yes.
But I do apologize. I apologize for being late. It's never any disrespect. I love working with you. I love being here. I love the banter that we do. So it's never anything like that. I appreciate you calling me out because everybody thinks you just let me slip and slide all over the place. So thank you for holding me accountable. I'm above no one.
I don't even what I want to hold you accountable for is that debate. When you
Yo, bro.
First off, hi. Am I saying it right? Hi, Kamaya.
Carmaya, right?
Yeah.
Carmaya. Hey.
Yeah, Carmaya. What's up, everybody?
Hey, she came to. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 women and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. We gonna make this. I like that. We gonna make this thing do what it do tonight. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna start smoking like you, Brian, because I think it just look cool.
Hey,
I'm gonna get on the smoke. I said I was gonna stuff it with weed, but the nigga that give me my weed slapped shit out of me when I said it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, get you a good cigar.
I ain't gonna let you jump out the window.
I didn't know why he had a reason. He slapped me, and I was like, "Why you slap me like a bitch?" He said, "First off, you a bitch." I said, "Okay," and he said, second off, he said, "You don't smoke no weed, no big ass cigar." He said, "You just wasting the weed."
Exactly. Don't do that. And you might fuck around and waste a good cigar. So we can do this one or two ways.
That's right.
No, you're right.
Yes, you can go to a cigar shop and call me, and I can give you some direction, or I can send you a care package, and you can get out on how you live.
Somebody said this, Kamaya. In the comment section, somebody said, "CJ, don't flinch now." When you came up here, y'all got beef or something? What did that mean?
It was Jimmy. It was Jimmy had me scared.
Oh, I was like this. I was finna say, "Oh, you got something."
But I was on the show with Carmaya.
I mean, you know,
and I was cooking Carmaya up the last show we was on. I was cooking Carmaya up too, Tommy. So I got ass whoopings all over the place that I've been handing out.
Listen, he came on the morning show, thought he was coming with some look, CJ.
And I was.
Carmaya, was he doing this a lot? Carmaya? That's when he do this a lot. That's when he think he really rolling. When he do that, when he
that's what he think he rolling. I be cooking everywhere I go, Tommy.
How you
Hey,
doing,
that confidence done went through the damn roof with CJ. But I want to ask you, like, Melanin, do you feel when you watch my discussion about it? Did you feel like it could have been like moderated differently? Because I think a part of what y'all were doing was it was set up for y'all to fail because a lot of things y'all were saying should have been they should have been checked and described. Like y'all should have been told, here are the parameters of the question. Do you think that would have helped you in that?
I would have to say yes. I think more of the style of the debates over there is more so let us handle it. So that's where, like I said, I want to take accountability for not doing what I was thinking. I think it's best to not read comments because sometimes comments will throw you off your game.
You were reading what they were writing.
No. I'm talking about just over the course of just being up here. I would never read comments for any type of feedback about how I conducted myself. But more recently, I started feeling like, well, let's see what people are saying about you. So you go and you hear other thoughts, and then you start feeling like, well, maybe I shouldn't be biting a bitch's head off every time we debate and she's saying something crazy. Or maybe you should take the time out to rather than why the fuck are we going here? This ain't the topic. It's like, well, let's see what she's trying to do and give a response to it.
You let some of the shit go because you were not trying to sound like a bitch.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't understand I don't know. I can't really remember if I brought it up. I don't think I did, but I don't even understand how presidents got into it, especially the first ladies. The entire discussion over that, to a large extent, I didn't feel was taking the point anywhere. There was a couple of times where I didn't, but it was just like, let's see what happens. So, that's what I did. I don't consider myself an official debater whatsoever. I've done 4 so far, counting that one. That was my worst performance. So with the other situations, there wasn't any notes and stuff like that. It wasn't official. It's more so, what do you think about this? And what does the other person think about this? And we have it out. So that's what I was expecting. She wanted to go a different route. I don't fault her. If she came with notes, she took a different perspective. All it does is make me want to up my game more because I can't run saying I whooped your ass and I don't like it. So all of it is just a learning experience to grow. Even the pronunciation, hope I said that correctly.
It would be enunciation.
Fuck, see, you see what I'm saying? But that's what you need, right? But even myself, I thought about it. I was like, well, maybe I need to start listening to more audibles. You know what I'm saying? It's like you might read it, but if you've never heard it pronounced, you don't know how to say it. So I definitely had a kiki, and then there was moments where I was watching where I was like, oh my God, because I was like, oh my God, Tommy, but I enjoyed getting a little spanking of correction. So, I embrace it all.
Tommy.
Hey. She enjoyed getting a little spanking, and I'll enjoy it.
I just said no. Why are you doing it?
Listen. Pronunciation.
Yeah.
Enunciation.
People can judge and be like, oh, stupid. It's always good to learn things. These are words that you don't use on a regular basis. Like I said, I don't debate and do this often. So you're just going to watch me get better. I'm not going to go cry in a corner about it, but it's definitely not a good performance for myself.
I want to read what Mike 54885 said. CJ said, oh, so you think darkness is your ally? He was born and molded by it. I think that was a shitty Bane, but that's close as I could get.
Yes, that Bane was terrible.
Shut the fuck up.
You think
that's about that? Yes, get some of the good old people in. No offense to anyone, but we're trying to get the people who are in here who are going to do what it do. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tuesday Turn Up. Got a couple new faces in here, new places, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. Now, y'all were talking about something. I just want to ask y'all these questions. I'm going to go to some of the stuff you talked about, Melvin. I'm going to sprinkle in that debate and the topics in throughout. First off, you guys can bring up whatever thing you guys want to talk about while we're here at a certain part in the show, because what's on y'all's mind should be on our mind. So you get to throw it out there. But I'm going to start off at asking y'all about a brother by the name of Nolan Wells. How many of you guys know the story of Nolan Wells?
I do. Not the full story, but I've heard stuff about it.
Okay.
If there's anything new about it, then I haven't heard anything latest about it. I know Benjamin Crump has gotten busy with.
You shut the hell up and let me ask the question first.
As the Terminator would say, I
ain't even got to the question. The question I want to ask y'all is this. Black people have been resigned to believing that he was murdered and there was foul play by white people. As a matter of fact, they've called it racist and have openly stated, if you hang out with white people by yourself, you are unsafe. And the funny thing about it is, I believe take a nigger friend with you. I had when white friends, I had them when I grew up, I would take a nigger friend with me. I would not go with them white people by my damn self. My mom wouldn't let me go with them white people by my damn self. I had to have a nigger with me, and it had to be a real nigger because I was a soft nigger. I had to have a real nigga with me. He had to be a nigga named Jamar Quavius. He had to can't have both his parents. He had to be a real nigga, and we could only go. So therefore, I understand that, but I also understand that I'm being a bit racist, because imagine if white parents had said, oh, you can't go hang out with all those black guys. Does this Nolan case and black response to this and many other, does it show the open bigotry that blacks are able to get away with? Or is there a real true concern that blacks are being mistreated by whites? So we're going to start off with the young lady who's new, Carmaya. Do you think blacks are allowed to be open bigots, or do you think blacks are really concerned at what whites are doing?
I believe that that they are pretty much being bigots. I'll say that much. Because when you do put it on the other foot, and you give this same situation to a white person, and the white person is the one that's, saying the things that they're saying, like, oh, this is why, I don't go into black neighborhoods, and this is why I clutch my purse whenever I'm walking around black people, or this is why, I don't like going to the mall at this specific time, or walking at night at dark, during the night or whatever. Like, it's like you want to be pissed off when they say it, but then it's okay for us to say it. But you want to say they don't have a reason to say that, yet our black neighborhoods are the ones that's causing, all of this chaos a lot of the time. So it's like, I get what y'all saying, but at the same time, like, you got to be willing to say, you know what, that just makes me racist. Like, I don't trust y'all, and these are my reasons, and yes, I am racist. Like, just fall into it, like, instead of trying to fight against what it really is.
I like it. She said, hey, accept what you are, be what you are. Blanche, I'm gonna give you an opportunity before I go back to my regulars. Blanche, I saw you shaking your head. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, black folks are racist. What I find interesting is, growing up in the black community, shootings and gang violence and drugs and dope and all this stuff going on and drive-bys. I don't know how any black parent can fix their mouth to say that your black child is unsafe with some white kids. That is absolutely insane. Nolan Wells had a black friend with him. His black friend left him. So is he wrong? Is he a sellout because he left Nolan? I'm just saying, if Nolan went off with a girl, just think about this for a second. Why would guys stay around? If he left with a chick, what dude is going to sit there and cock block and they were going to leave? So at the end of the day, why wouldn't his friends leave him with a chick? That's just normal behavior. And as far as somebody drowning, I mean, Do y'all understand how drownings work? When you go sink to the bottom and then the gases and you sink, you raise up to the. Y'all understand that when people drown, they may be down there for hours and then come up later, like when they searching for the bodies. So I don't know. I just think that black people are really sensationalized by Hollywood. You know, the movie Get Out really got black people's minds going. The white folks want to kidnap you and do all this stuff. Listen, black folks, y'all got diabetes and cancer. And nobody wants your bodies no more. Y'all used to have the best genes on the planet. Now it's diabetes, cholesterol is too much. So ain't nobody doing that either. But anyway, yeah, black folks are racist. But guess what? Everybody's racist to an extent. It's just where we live in. So everybody has biases and everything. But as far as going with a bunch of white people, I understand why you wouldn't, because I know when white folks get drunk, they get to talking crazy after crazy. So listen, they are habitual line steppers when they get intoxicated. So I know this. So they have to be checked constantly when they're drinking. But to say your child is unsafe with white people is just insane when Pookie and them is spinning the block.
Crazy. Melon, we're going to go to you. This idea that this young man went off with these white people and black people are up in arms about what's happened. And they are saying that their children are at risk being around white people. Do you think that's a bigoted statement? And do you think blacks need to do like Hermiah said? If you're going to be bigoted, at least just own it. Say, yes, it's what it is. Or do you think they have a real reason to be afraid of whites?
So I think I'm kind of in the middle on this. I can't really say one side or the other because I think it is valid. We're hearing several situations where when you are black and it seems like the friends are white, there's something going on or something happening, someone being unalived. But on the flip side, I also feel that you can have a great experience with them being your friend, being around them. There's been situations where they've helped people in our community. I just can't say that I would say that it's a standard.
Oh, geez. Brian, I'm going to you, but while we're going to you, Brian, I need you to do me a favor.
What's that, brother?
I need you to look at the screen here because I'm going to share something with you as you're going to be allowed to discuss this because apparently this just happened and my man's son threw $20 on it and he wants you to discuss this. Family calls for justice after evidence tampering charges filed in teens drowning. The family of Daniel Irving, an 18-year-old who drowned in North Texas lake in April, is calling for justice after two teenagers charged with tampering with physical evidence in connection with his death. Tamika Irving, joined by their attorney Ben Crump, there we go, said during a press conference on Tuesday that her son received partial justice, that the arrest of the 19-year-old and the 17-year-old in connection with the case. Daniel Irving, my baby boy, he liked to go by Mike. What the fuck? Anyway, so this is a fight for Mike. He was an outstanding young man and he never got in any trouble. He was like my guardian angel. I'm tired of them talking about their sons like this. Crump said that the family is seeking whole justice. Basically what they're saying is another black kid, and this is why he wanted to know, son wanted to know, we can poo-poo it, but this is the second incident of a black kid hanging out with white people in a short amount of time, dying. How do you still view this?
So it's a couple of things that's happening here. From a responsibility aspect, and people, especially black folks, we have a problem accepting this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is responsible for your own personal safety but you. Just because one nigga go out with a group of 2 or a group of 22 white folks don't mean that they're responsible for this nigga's safety and responsible for bringing him home. Why we have that concept that white folks are supposed to take care of us and look out for us, I have no fucking idea where that came from. The other thing is that niggas don't understand nature. They don't understand how a lake works. Lake Michigan is one of the deadliest lakes in the fucking world.
What the fuck do you mean how a lake works? What do you mean?
There are there are at least 15 to 20 niggas that die in Lake Michigan every year because they don't understand what an undercurrent is. They think that they can jump in the fucking water off the boat because they balling, because they partying. They think they can jump off the fucking boat and they think they're going to be fine like they're in a fucking swimming pool in somebody's backyard. Undercurrents will take your ass and sweep you out just like that 20 miles out into the fucking lake. And if you can't swim, just because you got on a fucking life jacket don't mean that you're going to be just saved. I don't understand why people do this. And I'm telling you, in Chicago, they do it every year. There was a chick last year that went viral talking about she was such a sweetheart. She was so lovely. She give you the shit because you know all niggas that die are the best niggas ever to live. And it's like she was on a fucking boat at a having a yacht party, and this stupid bitch literally jumped into the fucking lake and she got swept the fuck off and she drowned. And if you don't understand how that works, you're going to die. Now, I do think with this boy here that actually died, whatever his name is, I believe
Daniel,
that's some bullshit.
Hey, Mike. No. They said the two kids were arrested. But and I want to read what Son said. Son said that comment wasn't for Brian. I'm not saying it was for Brian. I'm saying you sent it to me about the story, so I wanted to let Brian give the first crack on the story. But thank you for the other $20. I like that. I like money.
Thank you for making yourself clear. But
I like money.
But the thing is that when stuff like this happens, it's like people do stupid shit, especially if they don't know how to handle a situation. Just like the thing happened with Kanika Jenkins. That shit went down and they knew something had happened to that girl, and them motherfuckers acted like they didn't, and they returned her cell phone back to her mama too. And them was all niggas at a hotel party. So it's not a thing like that. But I do believe that with this other white boy, with this other boy, that they actually did something or something happened and they witnessed it and just wasn't able to save him or whatever happened. And I say that because young people, I'm talking about anybody that's under the age of fucking 25, they don't leave their phones for shit. They'll leave their keys. They'll leave anything else that they got. They'll leave their mama. They'll leave their fucking kids. They'll leave whatever, but they don't leave their phones. If I'm going to fuck a bitch in the woods, if I'm going to mack a chick down on the lake, I'm not leaving my phone. And the fact that they had their phone and the fact that them motherfuckers' parents lawyered up like they did, them kids may not have done anything to him, but I believe that they witnessed or got a good idea of what happened to him.
God, dog. Okay, I'm going to pass it to you, my man, Mr. Fantastic. I got to ask you a question. Somebody had talked to me last week and said, so I'm all kind of coons, of course. But she said, how is it that they going to bring back the boy phone and not bring him back? That lets you know something wrong. And I was like, well, first off, because they can ping the motherfucker's phone, they can't ping the nigga. I believe if they could have pinged the nigga, they probably would have got him too. But that was just me. Go ahead. Go ahead. What's your thought?
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out everybody. Yeah, man. It's very, very unfortunate. First and foremost, God bless the dead and whatnot. But yeah, man. As somebody that's been around white people a lot, again, I think it's a recency bias thing due to the Carmelo Anthony situation. So now every situation is that on the black-white dynamic, of course. Niggas only care when niggas die when white people are involved. Again, they just killed how many people on the 4th of July in Chicago? Niggas didn't care. They just had five Tommy, you heard about the shit that happened in East St. Louis?
What happened?
It was like an organized hit to where 5 different family members were killed. 7 people were shot at 3 different locations. Niggas don't care. Niggas ain't talking about it.
Illinois just shining real bright right now.
What was that?
Illinois is shining real bright right now.
Hey, man.
What was the stats?
Hey, the kids, the dogs, everybody dying. No lying. They killed a 74-year-old grandma. They killed 2 chicks. And listen, bro, you see what I'm saying? Whenever
that's some movie type shit, that Mr. Fantastic.
This
Tommy,
is a
Nigga,
game.
that shit off like
saying.
they basketball stats. He had 8
Tommy,
boards.
I didn't know niggas. Listen,
Wait,
street
wait,
niggas,
was this a gang that did this?
it's two teenagers, 15, 16-year-olds, 16, 17-year-olds.
What?
Two minors are in custody.
Yes,
Melanie.
I think I did hear about it now that you said that because it was kids, and that's why I was like he said, when did niggas get coordinated like
That's
this?
exactly- hey, Tommy, these niggas, this motherfucking Call of Duty nigga, we gotta start.
Playing video games.
That nigga, hey, them niggas threw up a couple of UAVs and knew where everybody was.
Hey, Brian, these young niggas ain't playing.
So they had a triple double.
This nigga, I'm checking my bushes every night, nigga. I put grenades in the bushes, nigga. I put fucking landmines. You ain't getting me. But no, like you said though, right? So think about that though.
The same family died in the same fucking weekend. That's unheard of. That's unheard of in Chicago, nigga.
Yeah, hey.
Well, you know, East St. Louis ain't never little Chicago though.
Yeah, East St. Louis.
This is horrible.
So Brian, niggas not even understanding the gravity of that shit, Brian. They're not even caring. Bro, this is an organized hit by children. But you know, one black kid dies around white people, and now everybody care, and that's the main focus, right? And of course, it's plenty of murders that's happening around the country. Otherwise, man, I think you guys spoke the most thing, bro, and it's on their teachers in the military heavy, bro. Water safety ain't no joke, bro. I almost drowned once, and you'll be and until it happened to you, you know what I'm saying. You think no matter how good of a fucking swimmer you are. You can't drink all that water, nigga. You're not strong in that motherfucking water. I'm telling you. Okay. Them, like I said, them undercurrents, rip currents, some shit is no joke, bro. No joke. And you'll be just how surprised, just how quickly shit happening. And the thing is the panic. That's what gets you. Because as relaxed as you get, I'm telling you, as soon as you swallow that motherfucking water, all that motherfucking relaxed shit out the goddamn window, nigga. You flailing, you're reaching, you're praying, you're dying. It's everything at once. Okay, coming from a nigga that knows. Thank God for me, it was just like it was people around, and white people saved my big black ass. Wasn't no niggas, not one nigga. It was white people.
And them niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Black folks gonna watch you drown, boy.
Hey,
they're gonna pull out their phone.
Are we watching you drown because we don't know how to swim anyway?
Well, Melon, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a fact of not knowing how to swim. It's just like trying to save a person that's drowning is dangerous, right? It is dangerous. So a lot of times they'll tell you in training the lifeguards, you let them go out if they have to go out, and then you resuscitate them after the fact because people are like you're in the process of dying. So that's
like basically drown and then save them later.
Yeah, that is training that they give people. Rescue swimmers. I worked on Hilo, so rescue swimmers was a big thing. So these are dudes that swim for a living. And if your ass motherfucking do too much fighting, all right, well, nigga, you finna die for a minute, and then you go get that girl to say CPR.
Yep. Right? As a lifeguard, they trained us to do that. They said if they're fighting you to where they're pulling you down, you break free and you let them drown and try to resuscitate them. Than doing that because they will kill you while you're trying to save them. Yes. They even taught us how to punch somebody or to hurt somebody to try to incapacitate them to try to save them if they're fighting too much.
Wait, you punch a nigga while he drowning?
Hell yeah.
Because somebody's flailing around.
Hey, you want to die temporarily or you want to die for good? What you
punch that motherfucker in his face.
Wait a minute. What if I'm watching? What if I'm one of them niggas on the shore watching this and I'm filming and I see your ass?
You hit. They tell you
they killed him.
Yes, you going to jail.
Yeah,
you going to jail.
Fuck in the face. They say hit a motherfucker in the face because most people when they get hit in the face, first thing they do is put their hands on their face. And they say if you need to do that to get their hands from fighting you and struggling, if you hit them in the face and try that to keep them from pulling you down or to grabbing a hold of you, because there's a certain technique that you want to grab them by if you're trying to save them. And if they won't let you do that, then you gotta let them go. Yep.
There's a lot of violence in what y'all saying. We can talk about it because remember, what was it? Was it Malcolm Jamal Warner? Remember, same thing.
Yeah, he just
water safety is a real thing. Niggas get in that water and think. And you know, the funny part, me and my daughter talk about this all the time because I'm not a good father. I'm gonna throw this out there. We had went to Florida And then she was little, probably like 4. And she said, let's get in the ocean. I cannot swim at all. What did I do? Grabbed her, walked in the water. It got up to the waist. They said, can we go a little farther, Daddy? Well, I can't say, no, I ain't no bitch. So I go down, it's at my titties. So y'all know my titties is basically at my navel, so it was still pretty low. Now, so I'm walking. So I got this thing all the way up to my neck. And I couldn't feel the thing anymore. And like that, I couldn't feel the bottom. But I walked out. But I thought about it. If I had gotten just a little pool.
Yes, you gone. Just like that. Just like that's why you don't. If you can't swim, you shouldn't go waist deep. That's your max.
Yeah, you shouldn't even go waist deep.
Yeah, it's like when you go out there like that, because literally people don't even understand that there are trenches out there. Mm-hmm. So you can be walking and you can be out there and you can be standing in a spot and be fine. Take 2 more steps and then there's a 8-foot drop off.
Now, how deep you say you shouldn't go?
Waist, not even waist if you can't swim.
You shouldn't be above, right? The water should get above.
Lead y'all into it.
Probably knees and thighs is like the max.
Y'all remember when we said dick deep? He said, why does nobody ever say that? Like, why does nobody ever say that?
Don't go dig deep.
Yeah.
Dig deep is your limit.
Yeah, as far as I'm going.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, Tommy, then pass it on. It's crazy. Again, like I said, we know unfortunately, most black people, die by the hands of black people, around a whole bunch of black people. Remember the case of that girl that went to Mexico and they severed her spine or her neck?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? People forgot about that. They literally beat that girl like some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, but now, it's the white folks involved. So everybody got to be scared and be concerned.
Beer gang. Oh, well, no, Corey. What is that? Niggas do something. Whites do something. But it seems like we're saying there must be a fear of the whites.
There's a bias, right? Because they try and go hard because it's, first of all, it's white people that did something, right? That they think. And then also it's a rush to judgment. Because if you think about it, even with Kenneka Jenkins, which Brian brought up earlier, they rushed to judgment. They harassed those kids, and they really was trying to fight them. They was trying to find them kids and fight them kids and hurt them kids because it was a rush to judgment. We haven't even got all the facts of this case. I don't know if there's an autopsy that has been done, and even if an autopsy has been done, the family does have the right to go get a secondary one and come to the same conclusion. Even with the one where the guy hung himself down in Mississippi, what did they do? They jumped to conclusions. Right? Then they say, don't bring your black children around them white kids. Well, what if them white kids don't want your black child around them? Because they know that you're gonna blame them anyway. What if they this shit is becoming crazy. I know I do. You know what? Another thing is I want to bring this up. I do a lot of white people shit. I got kayaks, I go hunting, I go fishing, I go wading, I can sit out in the fucking forest. Days, right? How many black people I'm gonna find to go with me? Thank you. So the thing is, if you're supposed to take this one black friend that's with you, that nigga can't swim either. He gonna drown both of y'all. So now you're gonna sit there and say that's gonna be 2 niggas that's dead, and now y'all still gonna blame the white folks. He took his black friend with him, and that's the thing, right? Even when you do go kick, I kicked it with all type of white boys in the military, just like Mr. Fantastic talked about, right? You learn about what the undertow is, you learn about what the rip current is, you learn about all these different things. And I was in the infantry, right? We did boat raids. We would come off of a fucking ship. We would come off a ship and go onto shore, more than 1,000 meters away from shore. We're doing boat raids. So you had to learn. I had to learn how to swim with actual clothes on. Not swimming trunks. No, you had to learn how to swim with your, we call camisole. Some people call them utilities. Some people call them camouflage utilities, whatever. But I had to learn how to swim with my clothes on. That's not an easy thing. Well, if you think that your child is going to be in danger of something, try and prepare them for it. Get them some lessons. Teach them, right? Break the fucking stereotype where they think we can't fucking swim. Yes, I learned how to swim in the military. You know how they did that? They push your ass in the fucking water. I bet your ass will find something out. Also, I wanted to bring up something about the drowning part in the Marine Corps for special forces like recon. You actually would drown. They will resuscitate you and make you keep going. I bullshit you not. Look it up. Marine Corps recon, where they are in the water, right? And you got your hands tied, your feet tied, you're trying to go up. And if you get up, they're gonna resuscitate you. They're gonna tell you, hey, you want to keep on going with training? And they're gonna keep on making you do it. So yeah.
Navy SEALs too.
Yep, Navy SEALs. Because where I was at, I'm not saying I'm a Navy SEAL, but where I was at was Coronado. That's where they did this training for the Navy SEALs. That's what we used to do boat raids. We called it Special Operations Capable or SOC training. You had to do all these.
Are y'all sadistic? Are they sadistic? Because y'all saying some real shit about beating niggas' ass, stabbing them, killing them twice. I mean, y'all doing what that motherfuckers are saying, do you know, I would kill that nigga twice. The Marines is doing it, apparently. No, y'all, I don't know if I would want y'all, this is not an advertisement to get your kids to go anywhere near the military at all. This is anti at this point. Do not let your kids go there. You'd be better off letting your kids go with some white folks.
Let me say this one last thing. I think it was a year or two ago where I talked about I went up on a fishing trip up in Minnesota. What did I go do? Ice fishing. How many y'all gonna go ice fishing with me?
I don't fuck with that cold, dog.
That's why you in Texas, right?
I can swim like a fish, but I ain't fucking with that cold, dog.
And I took my nephew. I took my nephew ice fishing. I went ice fishing up, and it was nothing but white people out there. You know what I had with me? My 9mm. If they would have tried something, guess what? I could have defended myself. Now, Nolan was 18. He probably couldn't have a gun at the time. I think Mississippi, you might be able to do it. You can open carry 18. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you think that this is going to be a problem, then protect yourself. I think Brian or someone said your first obligation to anything is to protect yourself. That's the first thing. Protect yourself.
Well, I think Brian might have hit on it. Let me go to Beard Gang. I think Brian might have hit on that whole idea of, well, it's kind of an issue that they're not teaching black kids survival at all. Like they're telling them just trust these whites. The whites are supposed to take care of you. You can go in this motherfucker without any money, without like all these things. The whites, good hands. The whites are supposed to provide it for you. And if they don't give it to you, well, then we blame them. What do you think about that, Beer Gang?
Man, I think that this whole thing is just crazy because every time something happens to us, all you see is Ben Crump and Al Sharpton. Before it was Jesse, Jesse gone, but it just seems like another prop up. It's not even anything. It looks like it's just they want us to go to war.
Go sit.
As you see, there was another guy. I think he drowned. He went missing in the woods somewhere a couple days ago. And there's always people missing, people drowning, and then the Carmelo Anthony thing. They want to trigger us. They do want to trigger us, and I have no idea what it's going to take. But we are strong. But I don't know what it's going to take for them to trigger us to really jump out there like that. You know what I mean?
So you think they're trying to trigger us to do what?
Go to war, to have a race war.
Yeah, right.
That ain't gonna work. That's what I'm saying. That ain't gonna work. But we already had a race war with each other.
I don't think he said it's gonna work. I think they trying. I think there are some people. I think in a sense he has a point to where there are some people that want to start something. I ain't saying that we're gonna do it or we're gonna fall for it. But
Michael Jackson said the same thing.
Melon, I thought you was gonna put him in timeout. I don't know. Lyric.
I don't think he's doing anything too bad right now, so he's good.
Well, shit. But so you think that's a real thing? Like that they might be
They might.
Trying to push. I think there is a division being pushed. I really do. I see it.
Yes. They're absolutely
what
doing
they're
that.
trying to get out of it, I'm not sure exactly, because I'm with Blanche. Like, if one ever started, we would get that would be the boot versus the ant. I don't think we'd last long.
Nope.
It's
They're
just
waiting
a thing
for
to
us.
where
It'd be like
want
prom night,
to
Tommy.
Not even 24 hours.
Tommy, it'd be like
No,
prom night,
I
Tommy.
agree.
It'd be about 2-3 puffs. That's it. It's always a wrap.
Exactly.
I do think when things happen, I think that the news and in all situations, the narrative that they try to push is black against white. The biggest thing that gets on my nerves, they act like black and white is like the only races on earth. So anytime something happens, they are acting like, oh my gosh, this black person was put in this situation with whites and the whites wanted to get them. And that is the narrative they want to push, because they know that without giving all of the information, all of the details, that they're going to get all these black people in an uproar. And that's what they want. They want to push their emotions that way because they see that they can do it. And without the full details, they were already up in arms about this child and just pushing that narrative out there. That he was with whites and the whites didn't care about him and they did something to him, and their parents lawyered up, not even thinking about the other side of it. Like, when your child gets in trouble or something happens, you should lawyer up. You should stay away from the police, because anything could be blamed on you. But yet you teach your children to talk when they don't even know what they're talking about, and they get in situations that you then can't even get them out of because you're teaching them wrong. So I think it was justified for the parents to go grab lawyers and tell them to tell their children to keep their mouth shut, because whatever they did witness, it was emotional to them, and they probably would have said something that would have got them in trouble, and then the police and everybody would have tried to justify that. Now that it's coming out that he was with another black child, everybody is kind of just like skating over that and kind of ignoring that. Well, they still did something to him, but you wasn't there, so how do you know? So I think that the masses love this divide, and then we feed into the divide. So I think that I think it's both. I definitely think black people are bigots. And I think that there is a portion of whites that want to keep this blacks hate whites and whites hate black. I want to keep that going.
Hey, so I gotta let my man with the belt from last week. That's the only reason why I made you wait till last.
So
CJ, the champ. CJ, we have a situation here where you heard about that young girl, Bree. I think you were on the show when I did it. Nobody's outraged that no one's been arrested since this young girl got shot down along with both her cousins. One of them's dead. There's no black people calling for justice. Ben Crump has not shown up. And this was a 21-year-old girl who was shot down by a hail of bullets. We all heard the video. We all seen how disgusting that was. No one cares because they know it's blacks, that no one has been arrested. Where do you fall on this? Where do you fall on this idea of people are really pissed about these black men, boys, who lost their lives doing an activity that we know we're not good at? That would be like if you saw two niggas died on a hockey rink. I would kind of understand.
So it's crazy. Lyric said that the media is pushing this. It's not the media. It's black people that's pushing this. Black people, we see everybody get killed in the media. The news shows everybody getting murdered. It don't show white people killing or black people killing white people or white people killing black people. But we only have an uproar when they show us killing or show us getting killed by white people. And what's crazy is, like Fantastic said, I agree with my boy Fantastic. We do it to ourselves all the time, but we got a problem when this one, like, people get killed all the time over anything. But we're going to make it about race. Every time we see a white person kill a black person, that makes zero sense. And we keep claiming how racist white people are while being racist at the same time. But you know how white people display their racism? In silence, in private. They do it the right way. Black people be doing our shit the wrong way. We do our shit in public. We yell, hey, crackers, and all this stupid shit. While we still, and you know what's even crazier? We'll still hire a white person before we hire a black person.
Yes.
So our racism is backwards.
After all this saying that black people, we need to worry about being around a bunch of whites, we will move in an all-white neighborhood.
So our racism is even more backwards. We'll say racist shit out loud while still doing business and doing everything with the white person, putting them ahead of everybody. While their racism, if they are racist, is the right way. They'll say everything you're supposed to say in public while being racist in the background. And that's how you're supposed to implement racism if you're going to implement it. You're so fucking dumb.
Look at CJ. What? Did you take notes? Did you do like Rose?
Hey, I had to think for a long time since you made me go last time. I was holding that for a long time. I said, man, how long I remember this?
Ask a question and CJ go ask ChatGPT. I know what you're doing.
ChatGPT taught me how to.
All right, y'all. I gotta get to the question that everybody wanted to ask. Everybody want to talk about this. I'm curious about this one. This is a real deep one. I would love for you guys to talk about it. They asked about sexless marriage, and they kept talking about sexless marriages. What is the cause of a sexless marriage? What can be done to fix a sexless marriage? Can a sexless marriage be fixed?
Well, the cause is marriage. Don't get married.
They're saying, like, they were saying, apparently it's this thing. I didn't know it. Apparently there's a lot of guys complaining. They're saying guys are complaining about being in sexless marriages. Brother in the comment section said it as the show started. There's a lot of guys in sexless marriages. Fantastic, since you jumped in there. What do you think is the cause of a sexless marriage?
Society, feminism, just the thing as to where women are being women, right? So women understand that, again, every relationship is based off of sex, men's access to sex. He don't give a damn about your personality. He don't give a damn about none of that shit until he get that pussy first, okay? So men deal with women off of sexual desire first, and then if she's a good enough person, she's interesting enough, she shows herself to be trustworthy and you know, all these different things, good traits. He takes that woman serious, and then they get into a relationship, and that develops into a marriage. The problem is women are going to women. Women are selfish, women are extremely manipulative, and women understand the power of sex at a very, very early stage in time. So being that they know that the man is now in a contractual agreement, the most unfair, lopsided, ridiculous fucking contract of all time. It's the only contract as to where the parameters can change, you know, during and after, right? Even with you know, prenups and things that are supposed to have protection, and they just be completely thrown out. Yeah, they understand the power dynamic they have once they have that man in an actual contract. So women are using their power, and like you said, the majority of men, the majority of OnlyFans subscribers are married men. I think they said it. Yes, that's a fact. That's been proven.
Yeah. The whole sex industry is mostly married men. Yeah,
married men. Yeah.
Can I say something? I definitely agree.
No, nigga.
Oh.
I'm go ahead. I just, when people always ask, I like when people text me talking about, so can I ask you something? No, bitch. Like, why did you just ask the question? But go ahead.
I don't even want to ask.
Yes, you do.
I think I agree with Mr. Fantastic. I just want to put another side out there. I know I'm gonna get yelled at, and that's okay. I'm ready.
As long as you're ready.
Okay. I agree with you, and I agree with the selfishness of it, but I also believe that there are different depths to the marriages, and outside of, you know, the women that are being selfish, there's other things that come into play that takes sex away, you know, i.e. death of a child, or, you know, if you guys are like busy and you just don't make time for each other, and then you realize you haven't made time for each other because you're living a married life, but you're also doing things that are separate from each other. And I don't think either party is being selfish. I think that they're just not communicating well. And so I think that there's just different depths to it.
Well, but if the guy, what we're saying is, when you say sexless marriage, we're not saying like they accept it. But what if one still wants the sex and is not getting it though? Like death in the family.
Yeah, that is absolutely selfish. I don't think either party should get married and refuse the other one. You know, whether it be the male or whether it be the female. I think that is quite rude and mean. But I could be looking at it different.
No, you're not.
It is rude and mean.
I know Kamaya's married, so I'm gonna go to you. Your husband say he want it right now. This show is on, got good numbers going. What's gonna happen when he say, look, you know, I'm trying to, them cheeks need to be beaten. What happens?
Bye.
And she turned the camera off and said,
so what do you think keeps women from doing that? Because a lot of these people are complaining, and they're saying it's mostly women. What do you think turns a woman off to a man that she married?
Before I answer, I want to hear what Mel has to say, so we're not repeating the same thing. I just want to hear what she has to say real quick.
Well, I'm gonna yield it back to you because you are married, and he wants your perspective as a married woman.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, that's why I switched it up and went to you first, because I said, well, I know the first married woman spoke, so the second one will speak, because y'all have difference of thinking than a nigga like me, because then I'm gonna go after that. I'm going to Brian.
How long has she been married?
I should never speak.
How long has she been married?
8 years, going on 9 years.
I'm 26 years, going on 27.
Yeah, and this is not my first marriage either. So it's I believe that we're only addressing when it comes to this conversation, people only address one part of this conversation. And it's either what Miss Lyric said, where it's like, oh, they don't have enough time, or something happened, or they're not communicating, or it's like what Mr. Fantastic said, where it's like, oh, you know, the women are just being women and they're just being difficult, et cetera, et cetera. Has anybody ever considered that these niggas don't know what the fuck they're doing with their dick?
Oh my God.
Have they ever?
Oh my God. No, she did not.
That these men do not know how.
No, she did not, Tommy. Ain't no way. This is what she doing.
That little thing down there that
this
gets you going. They don't know how to lick it right. They're not.
This where you taking it, Carmaya?
No. So listen,
she went there. He went there.
This what we doing?
Like when a woman
hold on.
If you say that,
that ding-a-ling got you in the marriage. That ding-a-ling got you in the marriage. That ding-a-ling got you in the marriage, didn't it? It got you enough to marry the nigga, but now you don't like how it feels. You liked how it feel when it was inside of you before you got married to me. You was liking all them feelings. You couldn't get enough of that feeling. You was, give me more, daddy. Give me more.
Okay, hold on. The audience can hear one at a time.
Let me tell you about my husband, okay? My husband was literally asked by one of my friends that we had roommates, right? It was one couple that we were rooming with years ago, right? She asked my husband to talk to that man, to her man, and see if he could teach him some shit because he ain't doing the shit right.
Wait, whoa.
Wait a minute.
A female that's married come and say, hey, listen, I'm not trying to be in y'all business, but apparently he doing some shit right, and I need him to talk to him because he don't know what the hell he doing. So let me tell y'all something. When we address this subject, when we address this topic, all right, let's address it from all angles, okay, baby girl, I need you to get up out your feelings and go put your mouth on that thing. I need you to go throw it back for a real one. Sweetheart, I need you to get some lessons, honey, because the hole is not there, all right? The hole is up here, all right?
They still explain. You land is playing,
You don't lick the lip, you lick the ball, baby. You get the ball right there, the little tiny piece right there. That's what you do.
You don't want to get cooked, so you just gonna keep rambling.
And y'all want to be mad because he's
Keep rambling.
oh, I don't want to lay with this man. It's not pleasurable.
You married him though.
Do you know? I want someone to respond.
But how can these things be justified if you married him?
Okay, hold on, Carmine. You gotta let CJ rebuttal.
Okay, go ahead, CJ. I'm sorry.
Just because you talk a lot don't mean you're gonna be right. Now, why did you wait till you was married to tell this man how to have sex with you? That makes 0 sense. And then why? And then you over there telling your friends that your man blowing your back out, and you letting her talk to your man, teaching him what?
No,
that's what.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, Carmine. You gotta let him finish. You gotta let him finish, Carmine.
Let me finish.
My bad.
So y'all wasting your time with men that's not blowing y'all back out, marrying these niggas, and then finally saying, you know what? He wasn't doing it right the whole time. But before y'all got married, I bet he was in them cheeks every day. He wasn't doing no complaining. He was getting what he wanted until y'all got married. The problem is y'all finally get what y'all want, which is the marriage, which is control over this nigga. Now you don't gotta do much for him. You don't want to give him no cheeks. You don't want to cook for him. You don't want to cook clean for him. Y'all don't want to do anything for the man. That's the problem. It ain't that his dick didn't work. His dick was working fine.
Thank you.
Give that man a round of applause.
You said a whole lot of nothing. You
Give
said
that man a round of applause.
At all.
Round two.
Maya, hold on before you go. Before you go, I don't know. CJ might have been.
Right, yeah. Give that man a round of applause. Yeah, give that man a round of applause. Yeah,
he might have been
cooking right now.
Nah,
Chef Boyardee.
He wasn't cooking a damn thing.
Chef Boyardee.
Hey,
that's
I'm
Chef
with you when
Boyardee
you
right
right.
now.
That nigga was right.
Hold on. How is it that
Yeah.
these pookies, these men that ain't got shit to their name, can take them females that y'all complaining about and have them on lock?
But why would you marry a
because
Yeah,
they
why
know
would- yeah.
what the hell they're
Hold on.
doing.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
They know what they doing in the bed, and y'all asses don't.
So why is y'all marrying the niggas that don't know what they doing?
You asked a question. You asked him a question though, Carmaya.
Hold
You
on.
did ask a question.
How is it that these pookies and these Ray Rays can get the damn job done and don't require shit?
Here we go.
Look, these
They're
women
fucking
is
for
not
a
telling them,
job.
hey, you gotta
They need
pay
a
me
place to
bills on
stay.
nothing.
That's
Yeah, listen, hold on. Tag me in, goddamn it. Tag me
Do
in.
you know what vetting is?
Tag me in.
All right.
Listen, baby. Motherfucking resident Scorpio, motherfucking professional pussy pleaser over here, baby. I ain't never struggled.
Oh my God.
I ain't never struggled. We secure over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Tall, handsome
Word
chocolate,
up.
the real THC. Don't motherfucking play with me. I get tired of y'all acting like the only niggas that's real fuckers out here is the fucking Pookies and Ray
Oh,
Rays.
these
Get the fuck
sweet
out of here,
niggas.
shawty. All right.
Fuck out of here.
I give bitches addictions, okay? You hear me? All right? And you know how
I
we
hear you,
spelling
Mr.
it.
Fantastic. I hear
Yo,
you, Mr.
yo, she must ain't never seen the movie Nerds. Yo, she must ain't never seen the movie Nerds.
Hold on. Fantastic not done. Hold on.
No,
Let him
real
land.
quick. So a lot of the times what you find out when you really do this shit for real, most women don't even understand their own motherfucking bodies for one.
That's right.
Okay.
That's another.
A lot of women don't understand their own motherfucking bodies. And if you marry a nigga that's not satisfying you from the get-go, you setting yourself and that man up for failure. Okay. So again, baby, it's on the woman because before she motherfucking signed that contract, she could have told that man how she like to have it thrown back. You feel me? So listen what we talking about here, man, baby. Listen. First and foremost, all right, us secure niggas, all right, know how to drop some good dick off too. I'm sorry. Great. Okay. Type shit. You hear me? So y'all gotta stop playing with this shit, man. Like the only niggas that know how to motherfucking get to the bottom of that pussy is these motherfucking drug dealer, killer, gorilla niggas. I'm done.
Excellent job. Excellent job. Fantastic.
Hold on. Let's listen. Hold on, real quick, Carmaya.
Yeah, and I tried to say
something. Hold on. Let Lyric speak. Let a lady. She been.
I'm gonna let Lyric go, but he must have said, "Hey, CJ, I don't know what it is. Miss Van Dyke might have been saying something that she felt because she got quiet and say, okay, you're
Super
right.
quiet.
she let him land. Hey, no, go
It was
ahead.
the dark skin.
I don't know why they treat me like that, Tommy.
Oh yeah, because you have dark
I'm
skin
staying
too.
out of
My
this.
bad,
I'm
I don't know.
staying out of it. Go ahead, Larry.
I don't understand, like, when you're dating somebody, there is also there's vetting, right? So you're talking to them, you're getting to know them. When you got, a lot of people don't enter into marriage without sleeping with them first. Like we don't really have that type of humbleness to us anymore. So why would you even marry somebody that you were saying is not, like Mr. Fantastic said, pleasurable in the first place? And then who is Pookie and Ray Ray? Like, why do they have to be drawn in? I'm just saying, why do they have to be pulled into this? Because what if that's not what you're going for? Why even bring them up?
So okay, so let's be clear. Yes, we understand there's women out here that will lay with these men, but when you're talking about those few times before marriage, so women could want quickies, they could want to just be hitting it from the back or whatever. They could want certain things before they actually get into a marriage. When you're in a marriage, especially as long as you said, you're going to want versatility. You're going to want something that's going to be like where you're not doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. That stuff gets dead. So you're going to want to know, like, okay, is this person spontaneous? Is this person open to different things? Is this person, like really a freak? You can't really vet that before you get married like that, because a lot of times people are not waiting 10 years just to get married. Those are like those, smaller cases where women are engaged for 10 years and,
Well, I hope no
5
one's
years,
staying
whatever.
engaged that long. Yeah, I hope no one's staying engaged that long. But there are so many different levels of stimulation. Also, sometimes people might not be pleasurable physically, but they're going to stimulate you mentally. There's so many things that can happen that's going to play into that. I can't speak like Fantastic spoke about getting to the bottom of things, but what I can say is that there you are going, once you truly, if you really want to know somebody and you truly get to know them, a simple touch on the arm can send you places long before you guys get to the bedroom and your clothes come off. So I think that I'm misunderstanding like where you're going with your point.
Yeah, I'm pretty much speaking straight to the sexless marriages.
I'm talking about sexless marriages as well.
Right. I'm not talking about intimacy that can lead into the sex. I'm talking about the reason why there are sexless marriages. If women are the ones that are controlling whether or not the man is getting the sex or not, I feel that we should strongly consider that a lot of y'all homeboys out here, not you, CJ, or you, Mr. Fantastic, or any of y'all on the panel, because it's never nobody on the panel, but people that we know do not know what they're doing. And these women, not just saying that they don't know what they're doing, they're not willing to go further. They're not willing to be open-minded. Let's just say, okay, you got with somebody, but they never ate you out. And yet she
literally making this up though. She making this up. Like, how is she just making this up?
I'm just giving an example. Let's just say you want to explore that. You want to start exploring oral sex. He don't want to do that, but you do. So that could bring a rift in that area, in that department, where the woman may not be wanting to do the same thing over and over and over again. But men have a hard time accepting that certain women want to go way further. There's women that I know that be like, they like to be tied up. And then there's men that are like, hell no, what I look like being, tying her up. Or she may want to tie him up. There's certain women, hold on, I'm not done. There's certain women that so say, you know, I've heard that women like to peg men, you know.
Oh my God!
that
Wait
like
a
being
minute! Wait a minute! You
other
expect
Where's
us
this
to get
conversation
pegged?
going?
Hold on,
Wait a
hold
Where's
on.
this
minute!
conversation going?
Listen to what
Oh my
this is what
God.
I'm
Blanche is
saying.
dying, and then back to
And there's a huge rift in that department where women are desiring certain things that men aren't, or women are just like, no, I like missionary. I don't want to do all of this extra junk. I just like this. I don't want to put my mouth on you. And then that can cause something else. You know what I mean? It's different things that y'all not considering. That's all I'm saying.
Let him rebuttal.
It's really only one thing, and that is sexual attraction. The truth of the matter is, most women don't marry the guy that's their first choice. So the guy that she's sexually attracted to, not the guy she marries. Somebody once told me, when you lay pipe, you can always run water through it. So most women, when they get into these marriages, that guy was never her guy in the first place because she remembered the guys that blew her back out. It ain't the husband. So she's already conditioned to what this man can't even do because he never did it. We got to be honest about what women are attracted to. Y'all attracted to a certain type of guy sexually and a certain type of guy for all the other stuff, the family, the stability, and all the other stuff. But the guy women are attracted to, it ain't usually the husband. It's just be honest. And so there's no way you could be having good sex with a man, getting your black blown out, and you stop having sex with him. It's not going to happen.
And this would go back to me responding to Lyric when she asked why I brought up Pookie and Ray Ray. Those are the men that these women go to first when they in they hot girl and they city girl world, and they in the streets. They go to the Pookies and the Ray Rays because they know, oh, these the ones that's gonna blow it out. These the ones that's gonna do what I need to do.
Hold on,
those are whores.
Yeah, most wives are whores, though.
Yeah, but those are
Hold
Most wives are former hoes.
You guys, hold on. Everybody
more
wants some. Just if you ain't in the middle, give it a minute.
Just one more point. So even based on the studies, right, they even talk about how the majority of men aren't even having sex. It's like 20% of the guys get access to all the women. So what I'm saying is, if a woman can cut off sex in a marriage, it's because he ain't the guy she's sexually satisfied to. She's not going to do it. Why would she? One dude said he ain't sex with his wife for 6 years. Like it's not. There's no way you go from getting your black blown out to say I'm gonna be abstinent for 6 years with my husband. It don't work like that. We got to be honest about who women select to marry. The guys that blow the women's backs out, usually you can't get him to commit, and that's just that's the realness of it. Most guys that are sexually experienced, sexually good, you cannot get them to commit. That's most women, and so she's going to settle for stability over pleasure. But then in the marriage, what happens is you can't do it because if he ain't satisfying you, ain't satisfying you. I'm just saying, to me, it's more so attraction, in my opinion.
That's what can I say something? So go ahead, Brian. You want to talk first?
No, you go ahead, Doc.
They be
I can hold my mute.
to the man in the beginning. They just lose attraction for the man. Women are not attracted to the same things that they're attracted to in the beginning. But
hold on, I've got to answer that part of what Blanche said. He said they might have done it more out of obligation to get him, but they wasn't feeling him like that
from the jump.
That happens too. I'm saying that they both happen, but women still are attracted. Some, it's like, I don't know the percentages, but women will get with a man they're attracted to and lose attraction for that man. They still would get off. Yes, they would stop giving that man sex as well. So we all keep thinking, oh, she wasn't attracted. No, she was attracted to you. She liked you. Women choose men they like and still stop liking those men.
Hold on. Time out. Turn. I can't see your name. Turn on the. How many women? CJ, how many women have you met in your life that you mess with? Didn't see him for an extended amount of time. You can still mess with them. Time pass. You can still you still have access to them sexually.
Yes, because I didn't spend enough time with them for them to lose attraction.
Be careful. You got to get off this show and go live it in your house. Be careful.
He said when I do this, I'm cooking. I do. I was like, I don't be doing.
Now I just don't talk about who you still can fuck. You better watch your mouth.
Okay, I don't want to jam you up. But what I'm saying, is,
in the house, your girl would cut off sex with you all the time. She cut off sex on and off. You can get it tonight.
Yep.
Tomorrow you make me mad, you can't get it. And she liked me. She liked me when she got with me.
Yep.
She's still able to cut that emotion off and that feeling off.
Okay, well, I gotta
Cut
ask
off at that time of the month.
just to throw it out there for everybody. If this is happening, and you said somebody was not getting it for 5 years,
6 years.
why are y'all staying?
6.
Why are y'all staying? She explained why she won't give it, and y'all asked her why she got married. So now that y'all asked her to put her on the spot, I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. Why y'all staying?
Contractual agreement, divorce. Most men are afraid of a divorce. Public opinion and stuff like that. Family opinion, pressures, other people's opinion. If you divorce, shaming about marriage failure. A lot of different array of things, but mostly it's about the whole divorce process.
Because men
But the thing about it is, it's still going to happen. It's still happening, regardless if y'all are doing it or not. So what is the point?
So I agree with you, Maya. Why get married in the first place?
No, she was asking. She said it's going to happen, meaning if you know the statistics show she'll get divorced, why are y'all waiting on her to divorce you?
Period.
Exactly.
Bingo.
This is a man problem.
It's a good question.
Brian?
This is a man problem. This is a problem with men. Men are allowing this to happen. 5 years, I don't go without 5 days without sleeping with my wife. What kind of shit is that? That makes no sense. Here's the problem that we have with just relationships. We don't know how to maintain relationships because everybody in the beginning is all in love and it's all wonderful, it's all new and all of that shit. But then when it gets down to the real deal, everyday living, that's where we fall short, men and women, with the tools on maintaining a relationship. And if you're too fucking stupid to go and get marriage counseling, if you're too fucking stupid to actually communicate with your spouse, men and women alike, that is the problem. There are certain things that are non-negotiables. My wife and I, when we were dating, we had that established. I've never played that game because my daddy taught me that. Don't you never let woman hold no pussy over you. I never did that in no relationship. Bitch get mad at me and don't want to fuck me at 20. Bitch, we done. I don't have to put up with this. I don't give a fuck if I'm 4 pounds or 400 fucking pounds. Men have let this problem become a thing. There is no way that you should be out working, providing, and doing all of this shit, and your woman talking about what the fuck what she holding back from you. That's your problem. That's your fault that you're allowing that. And to what Fantastic was saying about you don't want to get a divorce, you don't want to do that. I get that too. If my wife today told me, as much as I fucking love her and my family and my children, if she told me today that this ain't working, my heart's gonna fucking break into 1,000 pieces. But then we're gonna have the conversation on how we gonna dissolve this shit. And motherfucking Redmond Incorporated is about to motherfucking go through a mass undertaking. We're done. Let's figure it out and let's make it amicable before shit get ugly. That's what you should do. You don't sit back and let no woman hold something. As much as sex is important to men, why would you let somebody hold that back from you?
It goes back to what Brent said, though. It goes what Blanche said, though. And most men are in a deficit, in a scarcity mindset when it comes to sex. So it being the fact of the matter that, and he's definitely correct, in most cases, vast majority of cases, the woman is not marrying the man that she truly wants, and the man is her highest sexual desire. It's the man that gives the best security and the dude she feels like is safest with. So
and a man that does that, and a man that brings that, a man should have his non-negotiables that he establishes with that woman. Because a woman will get married for a motherfucker because the nigga, hey, he got this, or he can do that, or he can give me this, or provide me that. True indeed. And he might not be the one that knocks her socks off. But at the end of the day, that man should still have enough within himself. Men in general should have enough within themselves where, hey, we're going to do this thing.
Let me speak.
Well, men can do that. Just give me 20 seconds. Men should have enough wherewithal within them to say, I know who I am and what I'm bringing to the table, and I understand what I'm providing for you, and here is what I need for you to provide for me. And there is no negotiating in that.
Okay, Still Lying said he ain't been getting no pussy from his wife in a long time. Go ahead, tell us about it.
Well, this is what happened to me in my situation. Now, this was a few years ago. This was like maybe 10 years ago. Me and my wife, we had been together for like 10 years at the time. And yes, she had just stopped having sex with me. So I even came and told her, I said, baby, what's going on? We ain't having sex. You know what I mean? What's going on? She's like, nothing. It's just, I'm tired, whatever. Whatever. So, you know what I mean? Time passed. Like maybe a couple of weeks passed and we still haven't had sex. So I'm like, babe, if you don't give me some sex, I'm going to get it somewhere else. I guess she didn't believe me because I went and did it. And then she found the text messages and shit on my phone. And like I was sleeping and she went through my phone. She found the text messages. She punched me in my fucking face while I was sleeping and shit. Well, she took the kids to her father's house, came back while I was sleeping, punched me in my fucking face, woke me up and shit, right? And she's like, what's this bitch on the phone? What's this bitch on the phone? At first I lied about it, but now I was like, well, wait a minute. I told you that if you chose not to have sex with me for a certain amount of time, I was going to go and find sex somewhere else because I love you too much to leave you and we got these kids, so I'm not going to throw it away. But if you don't have sex with me, I'm going somewhere else to find it. She didn't believe me. This, I went and did it. She's trying to accuse me of cheating.
Why wouldn't you just go to counseling? Why wouldn't you make that as a non-negotiable? Say, hey, look, if we can't go to counseling and figure this out, if we can't go to counseling and figure this out, then we need to change the parameters of our relationship because this shit is not going to work for me. I don't understand why men have to go and hide in the fucking bushes and do all this covert bullshit over something that is a basic necessity for men. That's like a motherfucker telling you can't fucking eat. It's in our nature. It's in our fucking genes. Why would you allow a motherfucker to put you in the corner?
Brian, I want y'all to say this. Brian is actually right. If this girl won't give you no pussy, you go ask her. You should wait. You should go to counseling. You should, sir. You should go to counseling. Wait, please. You should go to counseling. CANCELLING. You should counsel that bitch.
You want another nigga to go tell your girl to give you some sex. What? I think this sex out of her. I'm gonna go to another nigga to go tell her, hey,
man, I refuse to have a third party talk about the lack of pussy I'm getting. Goddamn it, I refuse. Baby, listen. And shout out to Still Lying.
Are you gonna let Fantastic? Are you gonna let your woman, your wife, whoever, put you in the corner where you ain't getting no pussy?
No, Brian, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with Still Lying, bro. Listen, I never had that issue when I was married. I never had that issue again because
that's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is this, right? I would let it be known for any and every woman that deals with me. Hey, look, baby, we ain't playing motherfucking hide and go seek with the pussy, baby. If you once it's up, it's up. Okay,
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? But Brian, I think you're speaking from a place that most men don't have that cachet and don't have that gravity. And I don't think that's what we understand. A lot of men marry just for that purpose, for access to sex.
Right? She said
they can't. My bad. Somebody talking. I think he might be good. What does that mean?
He accused me of cheating. You know,
got him all messed up. This Wi-Fi ain't even working.
What you mean?
Just let me finish this, right? I think so.
Like a good story that we want to hear.
The hardest part for me to understand, for real. A lot of times I thought women was just talking shit. Shout out to Kamaya, right? I thought women was just talking shit about men, right? And then niggas ain't shit, and niggas don't know how to fuck, and niggas got fucking micro penises and shit. Until I saw the first micro penis, right? You know what I'm saying? The shit was literally like motherfucking what was the movie with the fucking Asian dude?
The Hangover.
The Hangover. Real shit, bro. Y'all know white men don't know, they don't have good towel etiquette, right? So pause. And then motherfucking locker room, this motherfucker had the nerve to have his motherfucking, towel on his shoulder. And all I saw was pubic hair. And I was like, unintentionally not trying to see it. I had to double take. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Who let this woman in here?
Mr. Fantastic tried doing several autopsy over the course of 11 years. Like, you wouldn't be amazed.
But Lyric, as we think a lot of women, because even if you got the biggest dick in the world, your dick is little once a bitch done dealing with you, right? Even if you was the best nigga ever, you ain't shit once she stopped dealing with you.
Yeah.
So until
Mr. Fantastic is letting y'all know he's a grower, not a shower. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, man. Shout out to the growers, baby. It's magical. Magical.
No, that's real though.
Like Jack and the Beanstalk in this motherfucker. Jack and the Beanstalk.
But that's the thing, though. It's like as a man, why would you? I don't. It's like that's how I said it's a man problem. And this is something that men need to understand. You got to stand on that shit, because at the end of the day, if you just think about it. Why would she pick you? And then why would she pick you, stay with you for 10 years in a second marriage, 5 years, 5 months, whatever?
Brother, you are preaching,
and
brother.
Who gets punched in the face?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. In the face after not getting what?
Can I say something?
If you're doing that and putting yourself in that position, you gonna lose anyway. So the fact that you don't wanna rebuild, nigga, you a builder. And that's the problem.
But Brian, I think.
That.
But Ryan, what saddens me to hear your position and to hear you speaking on that, and then others on the panel, I do think that they agree. I think the very sad part is that a man loses his voice. Like you get in this relationship and you want it, and as the man, you're supposed to assert that dominance. You're supposed to say, like you said, these are my non-negotiables. This is what's going to happen, regardless of if you say no. Well, if you're saying no, I'm going to walk away. It saddens me to think that they just lose their voice. Like how swift are they losing their voices? That this dominance of the woman is taking over.
Well, can we talk about the lyric? If y'all can wait 1 second, can we talk about that? Y'all jump in and get it. I just want to add a layer to this. Men appear to be, because I hear how Kamaya is talking, I hear how Mr. Fantastic's talking. Isn't there a layer of fear that men are going through in these relationships to where, well, we can't go to counseling? Somebody in the comment section, I can't say that because I counsel people, so I cannot tell him that you lose your male dominance. But he said that. He said if you let another person come in and tell y'all what to do in a relationship, you lose your male dominance. You had this brother who came to his wife and said, basically he was pleading to give some, and he gave this threat, and everybody has done the threat of something. If you don't give me this, then I will do this. So that means he was trying his best to negotiate, and it seemed like it was out of fear, and the fear was realized once she realized he did something, it became violence. Is fear a level that black men have of black women, which makes sex be something that she can hold over him?
I think so, because they see it from their mothers.
They have gotten it from not having fathers and not having that male presence in their lives. And what I'm saying to you is, I don't want people to get the idea of thinking that marriage counseling will fix all your problems. That is not the case. Sometimes therapy and things like that is meant to just get you to a place of community. Because a lot of times we are in relationships, whether they are with husband and wife or friends, whatever the case may be, where there's no clear understanding on what it is that you are on as a man and what she's on as a woman. And you may need counseling to do that, but once you know what it is. And it's like nothing is going to last forever, and you can try to work on it to make the most out of it, but you should never be open to living a life to where you're not getting any level of fulfillment out of it, to where you're saying something that is innate in you and your raw nature, in your very DNA, is going to be denied by another motherfucker at the end of the day. And I'm not just saying this just to throw it out there, but there are more women on this planet than men. And the dude that Fantastic saw in the shower with a micro penis ain't the first motherfucker with a micro penis. Motherfucking the dude that killed himself, whatever, that was exploiting all the women. What was his name? Jeffrey Epstein, whatever the fuck. They said his fucking dick was mangled, like it looked like a fucking lemon.
Oh yeah.
Puffy.
Oh, Puffy is tiny as well.
All I'm saying is, a man, no matter what you go through, don't be afraid.
That ain't true though. It's
your
first of all,
options to the degree to where you don't have nothing. That's insane.
It's more men on the planet than women. It's like 51-49 men's side. And yeah, that's a fact.
That's not true.
It's the inverse.
It's not true.
It's like, I looked it up. I just looked it up like a week ago.
Bro,
I just looked it up like a week ago.
You can't make that point off a lie. That's not true.
It
Yeah,
is
it's the
the truth.
inverse.
I definitely
It's-
Well,
felt like
just
a
real
week
quick,
ago,
I
men
did.
on this-
Hold on, real quick. I did ask Google, more men or women in the world. AI overview says there are slightly more men than women in the world today, with a global ratio
that
of
changed.
roughly 101 men for every 100 women.
Damn, that's
Okay, and
Hey, you see,
I
That's what
learned.
you-
I
no,
learned.
but
Not
that's
gonna
what you
spank
needed.
you.
You needed the person to do exactly what you did. You saw the two people arguing, and all you did was say, "Let's settle this," and then y'all move on. That's exactly how they're supposed to do it. But go ahead. But I was sitting up there thinking, I think we may be thinking the United States versus the world.
More men in the United States too, Tommy.
You're lying, serious?
Yes.
Wow, when did it
That had to be a change, bro. Because
Yeah. Somebody called me goofy for saying that in the chat though. Y'all
nice.
And what was the point y'all was making? Oh, my memory is messed up. All right, I'm go. When I catch
You don't know what to do when you're right.
Quick
Y'all
interjection.
glossing over what Mr. Fantastic said.
Quick
And-
interjection.
Go
Sorry.
ahead, go ahead.
I did Google more men or women in the United States. There are slightly more women than men in the U.S.
All right, I was all right.
Now you overplayed your hand, bitch. Go ahead.
That's all I'm saying. That's exactly what it just showed me too, right here.
All right,
Did the shit in Claude.
Nah, Blanche. What was you saying, Blanche?
Okay, this is what I was saying, right? Mr. Fantastic said about the type of guy. Do y'all realize that most men are not like you, Brian? Most men are not like Tommy. Most men take what they can get. So when they get into a marriage, they're not getting into a marriage with their chest poked out. They get into a marriage thinking, God, they got the woman and she knows it. This is why I said he already knows that she got the upper hand once he marries her, because she knows this dude. She's like, put it this way, without her, he's out here struggling.
So isn't that going back to what I said? They have a fear of this woman?
Yes, because when she leaves, what's he gonna do?
He got to start over. He got to get pussy from scratch.
God, dog.
And then he might not get it. Do you guys remember that woman that turned in? She didn't turn into a man, but she did a study. She did a study.
I remember.
Yeah, she ended up getting herself up out of here. She ended up sending herself to the upper room. And all these these lady lovers out here, you know what I mean? These women that like women are very disgruntled right now because they see the shit that men got to put up with fucking women.
Women, I'm waiting for Elliot Page to
But
open.
Fantastic, did you see that woman that I'm talking about? Did you see did you see the interview when she talked about how there was a book as well when she talked about how lonely it was, like being how much she got ignored. She said it just and it just sent her into a depression to where she self-eliminated.
But Lyric, I'm glad you brought it up. Lyric, the same way we were saying, like with Brian, right? People really don't understand just how hard men have it for real. We have a lot of like personal bias, and we thinking, oh man, I'm out here getting pussy. It is not that hard, and so on and so forth. So it's easy for most. No, man, I'm telling you, most men are operating at a deficit. And I only learned this shit once I started doing content for real.
Facts.
Most dudes can't just, they don't have, several different women they can call at any given time to have vagina from. A lot of these men are operating from a deficit of where they're not, women don't desire them. And I told you, it's 80-20 rule across the board. With black women, it's fucking 90-10 or 95-5. Now he jumped on Kamaya, but Kamaya didn't lie.
Yeah.
Black women like an archetype even more so than physical attributes. So a nigga's like the lifestyle is even more important than how good he looks a lot of the time. We the only motherfuckers having this conversation about the motherfucking doctor and the lawyer and the street nigga. I ain't never heard no white woman, no Asian woman, no Arab woman, no other fucking woman talking about this dumbass shit.
Right. You're right. And
you're
that's my
absolutely
thing. It's
right.
like
And
getting out. That's why I said it that way, because I want niggas to get out the fucking box. And it's like you don't understand.
But they trying to get in some box.
You don't understand what's out there until you get out there, so that you can get into a box that's for you and that's gonna work for you.
But
that's all that's the place where I'm coming from with it, because we don't understand that which was just said. Motherfuckers don't understand what's actually out here for them, because they're so used to being in this one little lane and looking to see if they can just try to survive, like you said, on a 95.5 fucking percentile.
I still want to hear from these women though. I want to hear from these women. We're arguing women. I want to hear from them, and we have not got a chance to hear from Melanin. But go ahead, Lyric. But I do want to hear from you, Melanin. That all this flying around that they talking, because Kamaya asked you at the beginning, you snuck your way out of it. We go back to you now. But I want to Lyric go, and then I want to hear from you though. Go ahead, Lyric. You were trying to say?
Oh, I just was saying that I think that it's a sad place to be in when you're dominated by your wife or your person that you're with for a long time, and you don't have a voice at all. You can't talk, and then you're restricted from things. I think that that's a very cold place to live, and I couldn't imagine it. When Mr. Fantastic said that he didn't understand the certain level of things until he was a bit older, I didn't fully understand the silence of men until my son reached 30. And then when I realized that he didn't have anybody to talk to, because everybody was automatically, there was a bias, towards him as soon as he got finished talking, because everything had to have been his fault. So to be just that listener and not try to prescribe to him, because I don't fully know what he's going through. I can give him advice, but I can barely give him advice because I haven't been there. I can't say that I've been there. And I think that that's just a terrible place to be. So to be dominant like yourself, Mr. Fantastic, or Brian or Tommy, and all you other gentlemen, that is a place that a lot of men don't live in, and they don't know how to live in it, because it's one thing to be a certain character on these streams and then to assert that same character in real life.
I will say I'm gonna go through it to Melanin, but I will say I try my best to be as honest to people as possible. They may be dominant and stuff like that. I don't think that I am. I actually would not probably fit the mold of I just tell you you're gonna give me this ass and you give it to me. I've just kind of gotten lucky and just dated hoes, and it's kind of that's their profession. But go ahead, Melanin.
No.
Lord Jesus, what is the question? What is the question?
That's a profession.
God damn. How did we get there? Tommy, how did we get there?
Tommy. But listen, Tommy. The way you speak, right? 99% of men don't have the balls to talk like you. I'm just telling you. So even if a woman looks at you, you're gonna stand out for other guys because you're just brutally honest. Most men aren't. Most men are gonna tuck their tail and be quiet so they can have access to the woman. I'm telling you, I'll be going on YouTube reading these comments. These guys are getting slaughtered. When I say slaughtered, I know I saw a guy, his wife sleeps with him one time a year. And this dude literally said, I'm staying for my children. I said, man, you are crazy. I will say I'm going out for cigarettes and would never come back.
But it goes back to what me and Mr. Fantastic was saying, though. There's a fear that man thinks even though I'm only getting this pussy once every 5 years, if I leave her, what's the number going to be after that?
Right. And who's gonna pay attention to him?
Yes, because it's in his head. If the woman I marry won't fuck me, who will?
Yes, who knows like me and Mr. Fantastic was just talking about, it takes a long time for women to even pay attention to somebody. Look how long take yourself, for example. If you fancy someone, I know no one uses that word anymore, but just hear me out. If you fancy someone, how long did it take you to even get her attention? And then once you got it, what all did you have to do to keep it? So that she wouldn't look somewhere else. And so this is what we're talking about. Like right now, this is what we have to remember. So he might accept that one time a year because he's thinking to himself, I can go open the door for somebody. Going to go back to the Shivers conversation that Melanin was having, and they won't even say thank you. They won't even look past my shoes. Like they're not looking at me in the eyeball. I couldn't imagine living a life to where nobody will look me in my eyeballs for 20, 30, 15 years. Like what?
But men don't know how to take L. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to, I was going to answer the question. Melanin, you were the guy. You're not feeling him anymore. From the woman's standpoint, if you were attracted to him and now you're not, what would you think makes a woman, I don't know if it's ever happened to you, so that hopefully if you have a personal anecdote, then you can, but what would make you not want this guy anymore, And what would make you stay with said guy that you don't want? And I'm going to add a little bit on top of it. If I said to you, most of the time, if a woman's not sleeping with her husband, she's sleeping with someone, what percentage of that would you say is true?
I would say that would be the majority of women. I can't put a number on it, but a majority of women. So I feel like the only time that a woman is not really satisfied with the person that she's with is when she has too many previous partners to compare it to.
Ooh.
There for a good time and not a long time. What was the other part of the question that you asked me?
What would compel that woman to still stay with that man? Because in order to have a sexless marriage, the people are staying.
We know why they stay, because I'm gonna get the insurance, your death insurance. I'm gonna get the house. My name is on a lot of stuff. We're married. Even if you try to leave me, I'm getting probably half of everything because we have no prenup. So I can weaponize this, as Mr. Fantastic said, pussy against you. So I will. And I'm better most of the time. Women are better at cheating than men. So I'm gonna go out and get my rocks off and you not even know it.
Yeah.
And I would say this: it's like men have not been men today. A lot of men today have not been raised how to take L's, how to take wins and losses. It ain't gonna always be up. And sometimes you got to realize that you might be down. You might be the one losing today. And it's like as much, and that's the thing. It's like, as much as I love my family, I love my wife, I understand that tomorrow it could all go bad. And I'm not gonna be in a position to where I'm not living to where I'm just, well, I gotta hold on. I gotta try to do it's what it's gonna be. Because in most cases, and what a lot of men don't understand, it's gonna be that anyway. It's gonna wind up being that anyway. So you gotta understand that you gotta take them L's and them wins as they come, but don't ever put yourself in a position to where you can't have fill in the blank. That's all I'm trying to get across to you. There's a lot of men that's in that situation.
I've been waiting for
my bad, CJ. Go ahead, brother.
Hold on, CJ. I was gonna let you go, but I gotta say one thing to Blanche before I let you go. Don't you ever thank this man again. If you do, I don't care if he give you $1,000. You better tell him thank you, SD.
Slim Daddy is crazy.
That's crazy work.
Wow. You better never thank this man like this again in your motherfucking life. Don't you ever write it. As soon as you type this and look at it, you should say, ooh, that don't sound like a split. Go ahead, CJ.
I think we all know by now that men love more than women. And you know who especially know this? Women know this. So women.
Hey, Tommy, I'm easy to stop highlighting Neek Speaks. I don't know who the hell Neek Speaks is. You need to stop highlighting her, goddamn.
So
yeah, Neek ready for action, boy. I've been saying Neek ready for action. That's why everything she write, I'm like, I'm trying to find a way to put something she said up there.
So women always say they lose themselves in a relationship. But y'all know who really lose themselves when they get in a relationship? It's the man. It's us that's losing ourselves. We can't be who we were. Women get to do everything they used to do plus more once they get into that relationship. The men is a fraction of themselves when they get into that relationship. I had a man tell me, and he was no offense, no homo. He got women. Like, I used to work at a strip club. The ladies was on him. He told me a girl wasn't giving him sex in his house. He said he went to jack off in the bathroom. She got mad that he jacked off. I said, ain't no fucking way. This bitch is controlling you jacking off?
Yes.
The shit is incredible.
Jesus.
Wait, what?
Yes.
These women have become tyrants.
They tyrants.
No, not tyrants.
Ain't no way. My girl gets mad. If my girl don't give me sex,
There's women that get mad if you watch porn. There's women that get mad.
They get mad about everything. They trying to. We're losing ourselves. We lose.
I'm gonna start talking to y'all like these feminists. Where are y'all meeting these women?
Yeah, man, listen, bro.
They terrible people. I say if my girl don't give me sex, I might jack off right next to her. Get mad if you want to. I don't care.
Bro. You would not listen.
Ain't no way. Because you don't want to give me sex. Don't mean I'm not getting this nut off. I agree with Brian on that point. But
ain't no way you finna control my nuts. Not with you if you're not making me nut. Goddamn. Hey, listen, it gotta stop somewhere. Hey, bitch, you finna turn on Chris Benoit in this motherfucker. Hell going on around here, bitch. Listen, man.
Come on,
Brian, man. Brian as a married man, bro, is again the archetype that most married men need to handle. But again, Brian, most men don't have it in them, brother. I say this all the time because a lot of married niggas like to brag about being married. And I'm like, nigga, coming from a formerly married nigga, every fucking
Are you
marriage
happily married? You can brag
dummy.
about being married. Are you happily married?
Every fucking marriage is good till it ain't. Your motherfucking wife can wake up tomorrow and say, nigga, I don't want to do this no more. And you got no motherfucking power, no authority, nothing.
And that's exact. But what you just said right there is what men need to hear, and that's why I said it the way I said it, because men need to understand that part. What you think you trying to hold on to, what you think you trying to save, and what you are afraid to lose, it ain't yours to have anyway. If it ain't you,
Brian,
it ain't
but what
you.
I'm telling you, Brian,
So you got to be
don't-
in the space to get to a space to where you can accept that.
But Brian, that's what I'm saying. That goes back to Blanche's point. Brian, niggas don't. So we say this all the time. Women control sex, men control relationships, right? In the process of marriage, control marriage, right? Niggas don't understand that marriage is a trap for men. That's all it is. It's fucking pseudo control. It's the optics of control. Nigga, you had once you signed that contract, nigga, she got all the power. She didn't see the factor like a motherfucker.
Kamar, married. Kamar, you started all this. You were being real mean, talking shit to men and about how they can't fuck, their dick game ain't good. You gonna fuck their brother. I mean, you was out there with it.
Fantastic added. They got little itty bitty micro dicks.
Whoa, I didn't add the little dicks in there. That's what
the little doors.
You might have added that nigga.
But I gotta ask you then. When you talk when they're talking about with men and with how men are afraid, do y'all women know you have a lot of men fearing y'all? Because I actually was in a relationship with a girl. It was a long time ago, and I can tell you what my situation was. I thought she was just so beautiful that I was lucky to be with her, much less fuck her. So we would go places, and I was scared to ask for the pussy. So if she didn't give it to me, we didn't sleep with each other. And it went a long time for us not sleeping with each other. And I was afraid to bring it up because I was like, well, I'm just lucky to be with her. If I ask this bitch for some pussy, she might tell me, get the fuck out. I ain't even lying. That's what I was thinking. So I was afraid to ask. Do y'all know y'all got niggas in that position because you know this nigga would like some of this pussy and you not giving it to him on purpose and you still calling yourself this man's girl. You still calling yourself this man's wife. Why would you do that to a man? I'm just asking. Why would you do that?
So this is the thing. It's a very these situations are very nuanced. But I will say this as a woman, we know, like we don't know until we know. So like whenever y'all are at y'all peak of being fearful, like, oh, let me not do the wrong thing, then it's like we pick up like, oh, he kind of scared. Okay, well, let me see how far I can go with it. And so women start getting manipulative with it to see how far can they go with your
They shit test us all the time, Tommy. That's what they do. That's all they do. Shit test us.
Let her rock.
Because 9 times out of 10, the woman was scared too. So once we pick up, oh wait, you scared too? Well, let me see if you're more scared than me. If you're more scared than me, then I could probably get more out of you. So if I'm like, oh, you're not doing what I need you to do, then that's when the threats start coming into play. Well, I'm gonna leave or I'm gonna do this. And then once they show that, nah, babe, like, no, look, you know what? You know what? It's cool. I got this or whatever. Then it's like their fear starts going down and they start saying, oh, you really care about this shit. So if you really piss them off, then women will take it to where they're, you know what I mean? Like domineering.
They do the same thing with child custody.
So women are like Rogue on X-Men. These bitches are sucking all the energy out of you, painting energy at the same time.
Succubus is a thing for real, Tommy. And hey,
that's the crazy part.
Kamaya, just real quick, love. Again, fellas, Kamaya, just real quick.
Like you be bouncing off of each other. It's weird.
So listen, man, fellas, I hope you remember this great poet. He said, a wise man once said, let's say I'm in the room with a bitch and the holder won't fuck like a man. I'm gonna beat my meat and get my fucking nut for sure.
So she gonna be drove in. I'm gonna turn
I'm
the
gonna cut the TV off and go to sleep on that whole end. All right, nigga, you better, hey, nigga, that's nigga okay,
juvenile.
All right, listen, nigga, hey. Listen, nigga, you was beating your meat before you got piece of pussy, nigga. You better keep some Jergens and Lubriderm ready, nigga. And keep a side bitch on the side. Bitch, I beat down.
I keep it ready.
Tommy's diabolical.
And I did want to speak to.
I'm ready right now, nigga.
Say the word, bitch. Say the word.
Hey, what they say? If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Hey, and bitch, I'm putting it on your back.
And I'm putting it on your back. I didn't want to say that part. Fantastic. I didn't want to say that.
Hey, I'm gonna throw that shit on you like it's Silence of the Lambs.
With the money back, yo, bitch, don't play with me.
God, no.
I want to speak to Brian's point though when he was talking about like the counseling and stuff like that. Counseling only works whenever it helps the people to like open up to themselves. Like once they see like, okay, what do we need this person here for? It pretty much pushes them into like, well, all I'm really trying to say is this. And then, well, why you ain't never said that? Well, I really just want some head, like, it's like, it puts you in a position where it's like, look how stupid this shit is. We really need somebody to come and sit here and baby us and be like, well, what do you think? And then, oh, well, what do you think? Like, it'll just put you in that position where it's like, nigga, how the hell we not talking to each other? We've been married how long? So it's like, it's not so much that counseling don't really work. It works, but to help you to talk to them instead of being like, oh, he doesn't do for me, and oh, she doesn't have sex with me. It's like, nigga, just tell it to them. Y'all talk to each other. It's
about getting an understanding for yourself. Correct. So that you can have an understanding between two people. And sometimes having that third party involved can help do that. But there still needs to be those ground rules and those foundational things set in place. A lot of times we make the mistake of getting in relationships for the wrong reasons. And if we are not trained and we don't have the tools to establish those things, those problems, when they do arise, it's imminent failure because you don't know how to do that. You can't even tell niggas to go to the doctor. Niggas supposed to go, if you ain't going to the doctor once a year to take care of your physical man, to your physical body. Women ain't going to gynecologists, take care of their physical body themselves. How can I have an expectation of you going to do right by me when you ain't even doing right by yourself? You won't even check to make sure your shit is okay. But I'm supposed to just entrust you with my happiness and my fulfillment in life? That doesn't make sense, but it's because it's so much that we just don't know when it comes to relationships and communication, period, to where that's why those things are just causing constant failures in our lives. And
why is nobody answering then? Why are there so many relationships that people are in that it seems like they don't want to be in? I'm hearing so many relationship discussions, but these people sound fucking miserable, which is why Tinder stay making money. The same bitches be on Tinder 3 months ago, be on that motherfucker again. You fuck this bitch and she's swiping right in 3 more weeks. What I heard. If you it's the devil that you know. But I'm saying, like, why are people constantly? Is it this want? Because here's what I think about women, and y'all women can tell me if I'm wrong. I think that women get kind of like what you said. I think women get bored a lot. And I don't even think it has anything to do with sex. They think it can have the best pipe game on earth. I think women get bored, and for some odd reason, they want to switch. Because there's a lot of niggas out here with great dick, and they'll tell you they've got to cheated on. It doesn't make sense. This bitch wouldn't fuck someone else. She didn't have to. Is a lot of the problem here that women can't stay still?
Yes, it's women's
fault. And they don't have consequences and repercussions. When you know that your ass is gonna fuck around, it's just like how when women leave, most of the time they holding on to one branch and they reaching for the next one. so that they won't be without, because they'll never go and stand on their own and climb that tree again and get that next vine and move on. So they holding on to this because they think the grass is greener, because they never suffer consequences for making the wrong choice. Since they're from the time they're born, they get to do that. So when they and if that's the person that you want to entrust to run a relationship, to be in charge and to have the keys, that's why I said it's a man problem. You don't let a motherfucker who ain't never struggled, who ain't never suffered a loss, be the motherfucker that's responsible for you to be able to survive. That makes no sense. It's just like how politicians talk shit about motherfuckers going to war and shit. Y'all ain't never put on the jersey and ain't never been on the front line. I get the fuck out my face. You trying to tell me I need to go fight and die for some shit when I done been in this shit before. It ain't that easy. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Blanche, hold on, let Blanche jump in there. Blanche, do women get bored? And did I, with the relationship I was in, did I give Rogue all my power? Did I turn her into a superwoman by honestly telling her how great she was and showing her how I thought she was the best looking thing in the world? Did that kind of make her be like, oh, if you think that way of me, maybe I need to get somebody else that don't think that way of me? Because women kind of get bored.
Yes, I think women do get bored, especially with men they don't respect.
Ooh.
And again, I'm gonna say this, and y'all men know this. There are women that you could call up right now and you can still knock it down. Why? Because you knocked it down. I'm just trying to tell y'all. So a woman ain't letting that go, because you look at the numbers. Only 20% of women can climax through penetration. That means 80% of women are not climaxing through sex. So if you make a woman climax, you are in a rare class. So if she doesn't respect you, it's easier for her to play these games with you. And it is what it is. Now, do they get bored? Yes, they get bored. Tommy, the moment you tell it, we put her, not just you, we've all probably done it in our lives, put them on a pedestal. We don't want to, ruffle any feathers. She knows it, and she gonna terrorize you because it's her nature to do so. And guess what? It's biological. Her nature says, I'm going to weed out the weak males to find the strong ones.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? What I tell men is, be the strong guy. Don't be the weak guy. Don't be the simp. Be that guy. And guess what? Being that guy may require you to be single for a few years. It may require you to build yourself up. It may require you a lot to do it. But it's gonna fare better to do it, because what men don't realize is that the easiest thing to do on this planet, even before making money, is sleeping with a woman. That is the easiest thing, because what a woman wants, she don't know. You can convince her to what she wants. So you might not be her choice, but if you talk to her long enough, you could become her choice. So if men understand that, then they'd fare a lot better.
So
yeah, man.
CJ, you got to address what he said, and you got to address what Melanin said at the beginning. No one of y'all messed, so I'm going to throw both of them at you. He just said, he brought in that biology. He said that woman is saying her insides is telling her this nigga ain't the lead dog. Something about that became a turnoff to her internally. She might not even be able to explain why your nice ass, your door opening ass, yo, okay, honey, you don't have to fuck me tonight. Can I just lay up under your armpit? That ass nigga. That's why you're not getting no ass. And Melanin said, because a lot of them have had so much experience with different men, it is very hard for them to settle on one. Talk about those two.
I think that what the brother said is wrong. I think what he's saying.
Who cares what you think? Now's a kid.
I think these bitches are rogue. Let me start off. I think these bitches are rogue, Tommy. I'll be like, y'all see my personality. I'm like a cheery person. I said, this bitch is trying to suck the joy out of me and give it to herself. I thought this before in my life. I said, this bitch is trying to suck my soul out of me, Paul. I wish she was.
I'm about to say, ooh.
My soul, baby, but not my joy. This bitch trying to take my joy. I said, these bitches are demons in the biology of it. I think because once they get with the strong man, they still leave him. Maybe they want that strong man to control him, but once they get control of that man, they don't stay with that man either. It's some kind of psychotic game they playing. Into Melanin point, once they have sex with more people, they can. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
The woman who got, I went over to her house. Y'all can jump in. I just wanted to throw this out there. The woman who I went over to her house when she got shot, she was with like the realest nigga alive. He had just gotten out of jail for murdering someone else. She cheated on him. So even though he was that real, something about that woman, and maybe we don't want to talk about this part of it too, and you can jump in on this, fantastic. But is it kind of like, if women lose the excitement, it don't matter who it is, because to her, it was exciting to cheat on this killer. What is he gonna do?
Real quick, let me just address what Melanin said too. So the thing of, I'm like, how do they keep getting to that second and third man? It's like they keep saying it's pair bonding shit, but if you go from the first one to the second one, your pair bonding wasn't right from the start.
Well, no.
So how do you get from the first one to the second one to the second one to the third one to the third one to the fourth one and say the pair bonding stopped at the fourth one? No,
well, we all said
right from the, go ahead.
We all answer that though. Women don't know what the fuck they want, right? Everything from food to dicks. Pause. Right. So women never know what they want, right? So and they got this trend going right now as to where I ended my celibacy journey, but it was small or it was trash, right? So despite whatever the situation be doing, and they holding the pussy, right? They end up having sex with men, and this is what we constantly know. The best and the worst thing that happen for women is the internet. They telling all their secrets, all the shit that we didn't know. Sugar and spices, everything and nice is killed. The mystique and the the lady, the woman, all these different things and so on and so forth. That shit over with. So now that men know, and now all men know what the 20% or the 10% know. The nigga that's been the nigga that fucked the bitch after she been on a date with another nigga been knew this shit. Shorty, like, hey, my nigga, this Outback good as a motherfucker. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying? But what you come to learn is a lot of men never experienced that. So a lot of men don't understand. Shout out to Blanche. Oh, all women are just faking during sex. No, nigga. If you ain't never seen that booty hole pucker up a certain way, brother, you can't fake that. Okay? All right? It's physical motherfucking reaction.
Damn, he the Scorpio of Scorpios. Damn.
Hey, Kamaya know what the fuck going on.
The Scorpio know he a Scorpio.
Kamaya know what the fuck going on around here. Kamaya, we ain't playing no games. You know what it is. So again, when you hear men say certain things, and again, shout out to Blanche, I don't think a lot of men understand just how at a deficit they are, because men cope too, right? You got to be strong. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to tell yourself a lot of shit, bro, to help yourself get along the way. What happens is, bro, like you said, you come to understand, even if you got the best dick in the world, only thing I'm trying to be is on the Mount Rushmore, bitch. I'm trying to be top 4 of all time as to where I can motherfucking go and do whatever the fuck I do, and I get that hey big head text or call or whatever the fuck 10 months down the line when I ain't even thinking about you no more, right? I'm cool. As long as I'm there, I have constant access to you for all time, even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna be the only one. You know what I'm saying? So once you understand that's how women operate, bro, this is why a lot of motherfuckers is like, man, fuck marriage. Because why am I gonna put myself in a situation as to where she can cut the pussy off at any point in time, and we know she gonna get bored because women just do that naturally. So why not just be out here and live the fucking, the best of fucking what you want to do until what it is. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
Well, first off, we got a new shirt out there. There's going to be a new shirt that's going to be out there. You can't fake the shakes. Second off,
I like that.
You can't fake the shakes. But I gotta ask all of y'all this, and you can start off with this. Come on. If what Mr. Fantastic is saying is true, and what Blanche is kind of saying is true, do you think that's going to cause, like, for as low as marriage is and how messed up, do you think there's any fucking reason for anybody to take another person seriously? With what we're saying, do you think there's any reason why one person should take another person seriously at this point? Should it just be, we just fucking like the Wild Wild West?
I mean, okay. This is the thing. When men can actually address the fear that they are stating that they have, and move past it, then I believe that there will actually be a reason for all of this. Because at the end of the day, men don't want to be alone. Women don't want to be alone. That's why it's so easy for a woman to be with a man, and if he goes to jail, she gonna cheat on him because she wants something there. Whether it's Pookie or whether it's somebody that's better or lesser, it doesn't matter. Men and women do not want to be alone. That's why men be like, oh, I got the hoes. I don't need to commit. I got this on the side. They loyal. They do what they do, et cetera, et cetera. When men can address the fear within them that's causing them to have that rift in their leadership, or them actually taking that step forward to say, hey, I'm addressing this, and this is how it's going to be, and this is how it needs to be. If it's not that, this is what I'm going to do, whether you're with it or not. Then it'll be a reason. Because honestly, women, we ain't got no dog in the fight. Period. Because at the end of the day, if a woman sees a man, whether he's married or he's not married, if he looks like he with the shits and he knows what he wants and he ain't got a fear in his body, that woman gonna be like, hey mom, can I join y'all? It's gonna be way more poly situations going on. It's gonna be way more people falling in line and falling into suit where they supposed to be. Whether that's what the man want or not, these women is gonna be like, look, if you don't want an extra wife, look, can I at least be a friend? Can I? Because I need to know what you know.
But if it's hard enough for a man to take care of one woman, wouldn't it still be more difficult for him to take care of? Say if he got two women, if one is gonna cheat on you regardless, then what the fuck is he gonna do with two of them?
No, this is the thing. Like I said,
or are we accepting the cheating? Like I'm saying, is a Wild Wild West.
Well, but that's why I say they have to address the fear, because if you're still walking along, holding on to that little bag of fear that something terrible is going to happen, that something terrible is going to happen. That's how men are. Y'all know y'all are manifestors beyond reason. Like y'all know that when y'all want something to happen, that shit's going to happen.
No, that's not true.
I've been wanting to fuck Vanessa Williams for 30 years.
Cut that out. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I
have. I prayed for this pussy. You hear me? I've been
That's a Williams, boy.
Please, God, manifested.
Y'all know what I mean. Y'all
and,
know
and then it went from Vanessa Williams to Melanin. Corey, go ahead.
That was pretty good. Hey, that was pretty good.
No, these are jokes. Corey, you a married man. You heard what I've been saying. You heard what they've been saying.
Yep.
How do you feel about the state of relationships, knowing that we're hearing things like kind of like motherfuckers is playing the lily pad with they dicks and pussy out here now, married or not?
Yeah, it's a lot to cover, right? So one thing is the lack of communication, right? Hey, no, just like Still Latin said earlier, that hey, you ain't gonna give me some, I'm gonna get some. And I used to, I'm tell you the truth, even when I was dating back in the day, I said to a lot of chicks, I said, hey, they ain't start making pussy, they made yours. And I think a lot of dudes need to stick up for themselves, because guess what? If you don't, then you're gonna let somebody run over you. And so, even more with me being married for 20 years, me and my wife, we have a healthy sex life, right? She was just down here, and I was laughing. I was telling her that what we were talking about was a sexless marriage. She said, "Well, shit." She said, "You ain't going a few days without it," and she's right, and she also knows that, but she knows on her behalf that that's what I want, that's what I need, that's in my nature. But
Corey, isn't that some old women used to say, you don't let your man leave the house with a full wallet or full balls?
Full balls and full nuts. That is 100% truth. Because you know why they used to say that? Because if you don't drain his balls, some other lady gonna drain his balls. They know that. right?
So why these women then? So why is it today these women are okay putting niggas on punishment?
Because I think because they have other options. Whether they looking for attention on online or they looking for attention from the work bay, as they would say, or they looking for attention elsewhere. So I would think that's the couple things that may happen. But then also they know that they can put the pussy on a pedestal because we have so many dudes that will put the pussy on a pedestal. That will sit there and listen and, like you said earlier, be scared to say something or ask or even feel some type of way about it. Because me, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm tell you what, a little bit after this, I'm going to bite her booty to tell her wake the fuck up. Because goddamn it, she told me already, don't wake me up early in the morning because I get up at 5 a.m. But
you have to wait for your girl to be woke?
No, no. Even if she do wake up, I tell her to go back to sleep. I'll be done in a minute. Don't worry about it.
Stop laughing at these jokes, Blessed. You are encouraging this shit.
No, man.
But
you gotta stop now.
But also the puppy dog stage. I think people go through this puppy dog stage. Oh, I love you, and they have some of the best sex, but then they don't do what they used to do to keep that person. I think that's a factor too.
Do you think any of it is a lack of respect? Because I think if the respect is there, she don't play with you like that about it. Because she knows in the back of her mind, she knows she better or somebody else is going to based off the way you carry yourself.
Yes, exactly. As a man, and that goes back to the man, how you carry yourself, right? Yes. That's why I said even in the beginning, even when I was dating, I used to have this thing about myself. Remember back in the day, you had to write your number down and you had to remember them numbers. If a chick didn't call me, if chick didn't call me or I called her 3 times and she didn't answer, I throw that number away. I forget that number. I don't need to talk to her.
You know what though? I just want to say something, right? And again, a shout out to you and Brian. Again, I said this the other day. I think it's a lost art because these boys don't have daddies and granddaddies to teach them that. So being that, and as much as they shit on quote unquote the podcast niggas or whatever, motherfuckers don't understand how important like we are. The millennials, bro, they don't understand that we the bridge for the gap, right? So a lot of these motherfuckers grew up with this, feminism and this, and women need to be heard and this. No, nigga, tell that bitch what she want, nigga. Yep. Okay, slut her out, slut her the fuck out, nigga.
All right. The saying of we and like to what Tommy was asking earlier, strong men have created this time and now they're weak men. Weak men is what have allowed these women to transition this power shift like it has been. And it's only gonna take hard times for that shit to get fixed and to revert back to the way it should be. We have allowed these motherfuckers to really just come in and we've let motherfuckers who don't really know what the fuck they doing to be the ones to decide on what the fuck we doing. And it makes no sense. And that's why it's such disarray and chaos in relationships today. It's like at the end of the day, but it gotta get really hard to where resources are at an all-time low, to where men have to provide those resources right now. And a woman can not do a goddamn thing, show up, lay on her back, have a baby, and have access to food, clothing, and shelter without doing a goddamn thing.
They ain't gotta be good at fucking no more, Brian. Like they don't even gotta be good at fucking no more. They can just lay there. Like, they don't even got think about it.
No,
they don't even have to. What are they doing? Like you said,
starfish pussy is the standard, Tommy. Unfortunately, again, no, bitch, you finna do some work. This is a workout, bitch.
What kind of pussy is?
Wait, what did you call it?
Starfish pussy.
Starfish pussy.
Y'all saw Kim Kardashian in that Ray J video laying like a dead fish?
Yeah, bro. What we got going on?
And just think back. There was a time when it was said in our community that black women didn't suck dick. Get your mama to do that. I ain't doing it. And it's like motherfuckers was hearing that shit back in the day. We was like, what? When we all knew that there was black women sucking dick, but we allowed that shit to perpetuate, to go through. And like now, we can't get them to stop saying that they suck dick.
And I used to hate that back then because every time they would say that, I would go home and get in trouble.
Oh God.
Hell, they brag about eating ass out here. Unfortunately,
right. Yeah,
Mr. Fantastic, don't even get him started.
Melanin, listen,
Don't get him started,
I am
please.
listen.
What you call the niggas? What you call the niggas? Fantastic?
I'm disgusted by you, new Lamborghini door leg ass
Lamborghini
nigga.
Bro,
First off, sir,
hilarious.
That's not how I let them do it. I lay on my stomach.
You better not be laying on your stomach.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Bro, that's a timeout. That's the first timeout tonight. That's a timeout.
And the brotherfuckers, that shit is hilarious, nigga.
Thank you, Ryan, for catching my joke. I mean, people caught it, but thank you. It was inappropriate as hell. Blanche, if we're going to be dealing with a situation like this, what we're talking about, because the relationship is really, it's like a thing. Have you noticed almost every, and especially in the black community, if you want to have the biggest podcast, you must talk about relationships. If you want to be a podcast woman, talk about how niggas ain't shit or get a new nigga. You watch these women are invested in what type of relationship that Meg Thee Stallion is having. Like they act like Meg Thee Stallion is their fucking relationship. Why is relationship such a big topic for black people, but the relationships as far as us pair bonding and us marrying is on the all-time low? Nobody trusts anybody. We all out here just fucking. Do you think that there's an underlying love that us as black people are missing with each other, if we were to be honest?
Yes, but I think more than love is respect. I don't think black people respect each other. I think black people love each other, they just don't respect each other. And so, in my opinion, the black community is a matriarchy. And I don't think we've ever seen this before. We've never seen where women dominate politics, education, everything. Black women dominate the household. So it's kind of like we've never seen this. And so, to me, that's what messes relationship dynamics up. And especially when they get on these podcasts running their mouth and they start exposing, like Mr. Fantastic, all their little dirty secrets. Yeah, I think it's a major.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think there's an underlying? I have to look at it as a psychologist.
Okay.
The surface is what you're saying, but do you think underneath that there's a real? Because I think Kamai was trying to get at it. Underneath, we want to be together. I think I think it started with men saying these hoes ain't loyal, bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks. It ain't no fun if the homie can't have no. We were saying shit we didn't mean at all because the niggas who was saying it was still wifing up women. After you done said all this shit and taught a generation of motherfuckers, you still done laid down and married a woman. Yeah. Now what are the women saying? I don't need no nigga, yet you got 5 kids by 5 niggas. You must have needed something. Men don't move me. I just need me and my homegirls. Then you got women that done said so much they don't need no man. They done start dyking out here. Everybody was carpet munching. That's what they're doing. But those same women, even the dykes like that Domo and Sissy or Homo and Sissy, I forgot their name. But this girl done turned from a dyke to a straight up woman again. And so do you think that we are pretending we don't like each other and deep down we really miss each other and don't know how to express it, and it comes out in the most dysfunctional ways?
I think that at a core level, black people, in my opinion, have dysfunctional relations with themselves. So I think that most black people struggle with identity, they struggle with self-esteem, they struggle with a lot of different things because of all different things. But I think at a core issue, I think that we do want to be with each other. It's just natural. But however, it's a lot more difficult with dynamics the way they are, because back in the day, if a woman didn't want to sleep with her husband, she would have got stoned. Right? If a woman didn't want to sleep with her husband back in the day, she would have got stoned. It was unheard of. It was unheard of. So
she would have got raped.
Or that.
Are you guys advocating this for today, both you, Brian, and Blanche? Are you guys advocating that we return to these behaviors?
Yes, and I'm gonna say why. Because we got the best out of women under those terms. Now you have women that are free. So it's almost like black women believe they were oppressed for all these years. Now they have freedom, so now they just cutting up now. It's just great. But I'm going to say that we do want to be with each other. I will say that. I don't think that black men, black women hate each other. I just think that black women are the targets for all of the propaganda and the programming. So whatever they want to push on them is going straight to them. Think about it. Think about when Kamala Harris was running. Michelle Obama got on stage and said, if your husband don't want to vote for Kamala, then tear the house up. She literally said it. She said, go against your husband, go out. So you got to think about black women eating this stuff up. I'm saying that back in the day, and you mentioned it earlier, the amount of freedom women didn't have. There was social shame. There was shame from the family. There was a lot of other pressures for women. That's all gone because the black family is so fractured. So what do you have? You have women leading the charge. So guess what? They don't have to listen to black men. They don't have to marry black men. Think about it. A black woman can have 5 kids and still get called a queen. What are we talking about? So again, I don't know. I just think that we love each other, but black women have gotten too much power, man. Like I said, back in the day, if she would have came and said, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, you had ground, take her outside and the village stone her. Them days are over with.
But Blanche, you said it though.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Well, the words and thoughts of this nigga that you see on the screen right now do not directly reflect those of Tommy Sotomayor Inc. or not.
So
Blanche said throw a curveball at him.
That was big with you saying that they didn't have those rights, but the other piece of that, they didn't have it for a reason. It's like, what would someone think if I went around and passed out loaded guns to children? What would people think of me? And then what would be the fallout for that? Kids are not supposed to have the responsibility of wielding life or death tools because they can't handle it. And that's the thing with women. If you took the game of football and made all the fucking nose tackles be quarterbacks now, it would fuck the game up. That's exactly what it is. They are out of position. They have been playing out of that position. And this is the result of that. This is why things are so disconnected and they're so chaotic, because they don't know what they should be doing. And we put them in the fucking driver's seat.
They know what they should be doing. They don't want to do it. Y'all keep giving them an out. Blanche said we don't respect each other. Black men respect the hell out of black women. The women don't reciprocate the respect. And that's the word of the day since old girl kept saying it. That's the word of the day. And she kept saying some shit. What did Carmine say about, they're going to follow the strong man? No, they fucking not. They don't like the strong man. They want to be the strong person in the relationship. They want to control the strong man. If they could control the strong man, they'll follow him. If they can't, he's on the fucking side of the road like the rest of the men. They don't want to fuck. We keep making this shit up. The women know what the fuck they are. They know what the
strong man if they can control them though.
So you saying they wanted the strong man to be like a pit bull for them?
Yeah, that's all they want from that nigga. They don't want him to tell them what to do. They want to dominate Tom Brady. Tom Brady said, "I'm gonna play one more year of football." She said, "No, nigga, I'm gonna fuck this judo guy." They don't want no nigga telling them what to do. Stop saying that shit. That's not.
I'm gonna stop. You first off, you called him a what? Or you called him a what, Mr. Fantastic?
A dominant simp. They want a dominant simp. They want the guy, like you said, Tommy, the girl that you was fucking with. She had the killer nigga, but of course the killer nigga is a simp for her. And to bring you into the equation, well, I'm gonna fuck this other nigga, and I'm gonna let him what they call it, mandingo. I'm gonna let him mandingo fight over the pussy, okay, to get my rocks off. You know what I'm saying, and whatever. So shout out to CJ. CJ is really saying again. Women don't want the man that's structured. Women don't want the man that's orderly. They say they want that, but as soon as you put parameters on chaos, that's not how chaos operates. So this is why a lot of these marriages are failing because, I want, and then what we come to find out, she don't want the marriage for real. She want the motherfucking ceremony. So again, men by nature are cool with monotony, order, discipline, routine, all these things. Women are contrary to that. So a man doing what he's supposed to do and that he's structured to do as a man becomes boring naturally. The woman, just real quick, CJ, you got it. I'm gonna throw it back to you, brother. We motherfucking Shaq and Kobe right now. All right. So what see, it's all to CJ, right? So what you come to understand is everything that we're taught that you're supposed to do as a man and you're doing it is literally deteriorating your relationship because you're not, shout out to Kamaya, because you're not doing Pookie and Ray Ray shit. Ooh. A woman wants a relationship to be constant motherfucking roller coaster down and curved and whatever. Not
so you saying everything we were taught is wrong?
Yes.
Real quick, please. I gotta say this.
You got it, brother. Back to you, brother.
It's like
Back
giving
to you.
the kid a loaded gun. That's not true, man. It's giving a serial fucking killer the loaded gun. They're not fucking kids.
I agree
they
with
know
that.
what the fuck they doing. They doing this shit on purpose.
I agree.
The point is, nigga, killing is imminent. Don't try to motherfucker
Let's call the kids.
I was right,
Call the
nigga.
kids. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing.
They just said they know what they're doing.
They know
It's a super serial killer. It's the
Hey,
same.
keep giving them an out. Oh, they're kids. They just don't know what they're doing. They're just so
No, nigga, that's yeah.
This girl
You
today.
know what?
Hey,
Oh, CJ, I gotta say this, Brian. Let me say why he it clicked with me. I've heard women do it, Mr. Fantastic. I know you've heard them because I seen you over in one of the bitches' comment section. The bitches have now started to use that as an excuse. CJ's right. They'll say, but y'all say we are like children. He's right. They're using the we're like children shit now to get away with more shit.
It's a
Yeah, I
lie.
hate that.
It's
Don't
a
do
lie.
that. Yeah, don't ever give. If you give a woman, if you give a woman a foot, nigga, she gonna put Jordans on them every time.
Yeah.
Listen, no, bro, you cannot. And shout out to CJ. That's what we saying, right? The problem with women, black women specifically, is that they're giving too much of the benefit of the doubt. And then Tommy, it's something that you said a long time ago, right? Tommy, what's the main thing? Oh, I don't want the bare minimum. I need more than the bare minimum. What your mama tell you? I put food in your stomach. I put clothes on your back. I put a roof over your head. Bitch, what the fuck is that? The bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
So the black man is based and told his whole entire childhood, hey, you better appreciate this motherfucking bare minimum. Your mama did the best she could with what she had. And then now you turn around and get into adulthood and you got to give a bitch the sun, the moon, rain, stars, mountains, all this shit that he can't control and he don't own.
Okay. But CJ, this is what I'm saying, right? Black men, and I say don't respect. Black men want to sleep with black women. That ain't respect. Because to me, these black men don't respect these black women. No, they don't. They don't. And they don't respect them either.
Yes,
they
we
want
do, man. Stop
they
saying
want to sleep with them.
The women get the main respect. They get all the respect.
They
Our
don't
mother
get
get
respect.
respect. Our grandmother get respect. We respect our women, our girls that we with. We respect all of them. They get too much fucking respect. We shut the fuck up when they talking. Women are dominated panels. When women are talking, the men shut the fuck up. Not the opposite.
I'm saying fear.
And we let it happen.
That ain't respect. Is fear. It's not
fear. It's oh my god, man.
No. Listen to him. Blanche, explain it to him. Just listen to him. Go ahead, Blanche. Tell him why the difference between the respect or fear.
Yeah, it ain't respect. These black men aren't respecting them because they're black women, and no, they're respecting them because they want access to sleep with them. That's the issue. It's a scarcity mindset. It ain't actual respect. Because if he really respected her, he would check her. Why do you think why these black men let all this stuff slide so much? Because they want to sleep with her. Black men let all this stuff slide with these women. All this stuff slide.
You know, you might be right.
Black women are the most misbehaved women on the planet. They are. And guess what? And black men keep putting up, like you just said, we'll be in a space, black woman saying something crazy, and the black men. I just saw a woman on the podcast. She said she was with a guy, and if her dude wants to mess with a guy, it's cool. Then she said she want to have that dude mess with that. And guess what the black men was saying? They was like, well, me, if you want, I'm like, no, it's nasty. No. But again, like you just said in the podcast, we won't even say that's crazy. We won't even say you tripping. They'll sit there just smiling, giggling. You know why? Because they want access to the woman, to sleep with her. It ain't about respect, man.
All right, y'all gotta ask the question. Y'all can keep on going. Ladies and gentlemen, fear or respect? Who is right on this one? One for CJ, two for Blanche. Is it fear or respect? Blanche said, no, these niggas scared because they can't get no pussy. CJ said that they respect them because they were taught as black men to respect black women. Who do you think is more on that? I know Kamaya looked like she wanted to say something with y'all. Kamaya, what is it that you'd like to say towards them?
Well, firstly, I want to say Blanche was cooking. He ate that one. I'm sorry.
I got my
Straight
haters.
up.
I got haters everywhere.
Don't you tell him he ate that one after he done talked about Slim Daddy, but go ahead.
Pause, man. Pause.
Conceded though, but CJ conceded. He was like, you know what, you might
did.
think about that. So yeah, but no, I wanted to say this. I wanted to respond back to the original question that you had, where you were saying pretty much like, what is it with the black men and the women? Is it that they really don't like each other and they, you know, always at each other's neck or whatever? Or is it that they really do, but they trying to hide it type thing? So I want to say that I believe that it's the latter. I believe that they want to love each other so much, but they're so pissed off at all of the different junk that's already happened over time from generation to generation. Like it's like almost like a generational curse, where as soon as our fathers, you know, our forefathers left the household for whatever reason, whether it was like war or you know, death or drugs or whatever it was that caused them to leave, and then, you know, the women getting the welfare, it was like that right there caused a whole shift in the time continuum. And it was like all of us end up feeling that through our DNA, to where it's like, no, I'm pissed off at you because you left me. You know what I mean? And it's almost as if we were here in a different lifetime, where we were those ones that were at odds with each other initially, where it's like now we're dealing with it in a whole nother lifetime, and we're looking at them like, no, F you, you don't really love me. No, F you, you left me and with all these kids, and no, F you because you don't respect me. No, F you because you just want me for my, you know what I mean? Like it's just a never ending revolving door that they keep addressing the same shit, but nobody wants to just forgive. When is it ever going to be where it's like, okay, you know what? You're not him, so let me deal with you differently than I dealt with him. Or you're not her, so let me deal with you differently than her. Let me give you a chance. Nobody wants to give no damn body a chance just because of chance's sake. You know what I mean? Like it's like that fear that we keep talking about. That's really what just keeps manifesting itself on both ends. It's not just men, you know what I mean? Because trust me, I love you brothers. I love all my brothers, man. I love CJ. I love how he be like, oh man, come on.
Really gonna never respond to this
but you don't understand, man. Like, you gotta receive that love, man. When it's given to you, you gotta receive it.
It's received. It is received.
But it buttering you up, CJ, so you can't come back.
I'm about to cook her. Thank you for the butter. Thank you for the butter. I needed this butter for this meal. I'm about to cook her. So,
You don't even gotta
Yantra's right. It is fear, because you know what? You can control more with fear than you can.
Good concession. Good concession.
Yeah, they definitely controlling us with fear. And what Carmaya, or is it Kamaya or Carmaya? I thought it was Carmaya.
Carmaya.
Okay. So what she doing, this is what a woman tactic is. It's manipulation. That's why it's hard to listen to women. They always want to make it, oh, it's everybody. We're all doing it to each other. No, the men are loving the women. The women are not loving the men in return. Stop it with this. Oh, we're all just scared. We're all just victims. That's what women do to get. It's a deflection tactic. They don't want you to look at them. It's like, remember Tommy was talking about that magic trick when he say, "Oh, that's all it is, another magic trick. Look over here, so we can be fucking you over here." So they fucking us over there.
Let's go there. When was the last time you forgave a woman?
I forgave her. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
I know where she's going. Hold on, CJ. Y'all can do it. You can jump in with them, Black, but I know where she's going. Just because you stay with a woman, because this might be God touching my soul. Just because you stay with a woman don't mean you forgave that woman. And a lot of niggas will sit there and bring that shit back up every time that bitch. I bring it up. This bitch did not. One of the towels came out. It wasn't clean. I told that bitch everything she did in 2022. I did. I went the fuck off.
And then back
I
in
mean, we forget
2018,
our
when you
women
said
every day, man.
Dirty
You know what's
laundry,
crazy?
dirty laundry is diabolical, nigga.
Hey.
Literal dirty laundry.
I've done that before too. Not the dirty laundry, but I done brung up some shit.
No, it ain't. No, it's like, yeah.
I know where she's going. I know where she's going. I think she might have a point with that one.
I still think though it's way more men. Tommy, you say this. We say this time and time again. It's way more niggas that got cheated on and stayed.
Yes.
And whatever it meant. Okay.
Yeah, but when we stayed, what condition did you stay under? Did you stay under the condition of you were still nice to her and everything went back to where it was, or did you hold that shit over her head?
Nah, it was for most dudes. If he stayed, Tommy is love.
I hold it over a bitch head for years.
I don't know, man. Even if you do in that case, I'll say this, right? I've heard way more. Oh, that bitch. You gonna call that bitch? You gonna talk to that bitch? Then niggas talking about that nigga because the nigga don't want to remember that motherfucker dick in and out. Nigga don't want to remind himself of that motherfucker of it slipping out and her putting it back in. You know what I'm saying? Even
that's why I can't do it.
Even that dynamic in it is. I wanted to say this though, right? Again, I think and I hope people understand what we're doing when we're having this panel, speaking from Black people's perspective, because our position, the Black man's position, is the most unique position in the world, bro, when it comes to relationship dynamics. Okay, the Black man's entire existence is based around, most importantly, his access to women, his success with women. You can be the richest nigga in the world, but you ain't getting no pussy, you ain't fucking no hoes. So when you understand that is the value of yourself, this is how evil that shit is, bro, when women manipulate the shit in this situation. And I think that shit right there, man, is the craziest part of it, because even though Blanche is more right, CJ is still right to a degree. We know for a fact the most loved person in the motherfucking family is Big Mama. Always a fucking female, hands down. Okay, so there's definitely love and admiration and deification. Tommy, you talked about this shit. Even though you was a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama, right? Yeah. Ain't nobody motherfucking celebrating your crackhead ass daddy or uncle. Ain't never been. The crackhead fucking, man ain't never been celebrated, right? So it's two parts, but I think what happens is once you mature from a kid to a grown man, that's when it's more so what Blanche is saying. And now the women manipulate the fucking aspect because men need that access to sex. And most niggas, again, are coming from a scarcity mindset. So, bro, that's how niggas is operating. Because again, that's my identification. If I ain't fucking no hoes, I ain't a real nigga. If I ain't fucking no hoes, I ain't nobody. I ain't got no status. I ain't got no motion. So yeah, man, I think it's part and parcel, but still, yeah, Blanche is more right because again, once you become a grown man, you know what I'm saying? That's when all of your shit is decided about.
And I think to what he was saying, shout out to Fantastic, what he was saying as far as just there's a bigger part, or another part that plays in this too, and that's a man's ego. Our ego it comes into play to a degree to where we will make decisions based on that. So it may be a thing of us not taking a woman back or forgiving a woman because we love them so much. It could just be we don't want our ego to suffer so much because that thing, and that's why what Tommy said about niggas taking women back. And it's like you might take a motherfucker back because you don't want nobody to know that you got cheated on or that this nigga like Fantastic talk about a motherfucker laying that pipe. It's like I know my ego can't take that shit. I know that about myself.
Why y'all keep bringing it up?
That's non-negotiable. So, but there are a lot of men who can. I know one of my partners who actually he's actually one of the older heads, but he actually watched his woman with another man outside eating motherfucking she eating ice and fucking with this other nigga and he watching her through the bush.
What the fuck, nigga? You said you would not tell this story out public. You literally told me
they didn't know it till you just said it.